What's the status, 3?
I'm good, just making the world a better place, that's all.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Rest in peace, the Dark Chameleon.
Peace of the
Listen, check it, yo. It was a cold April morning under the constellation Aries. The moon was 85% under the luminaries. From the celestial waters to the womb my soul was carried. Then my mother gave birth to a warrior and visionary. But when I speak this truth, I feel like nobody hears me. Every once in a while, I give sight to someone blind, floating on the globe in the heliocentric lie. Dilate your pupils the more you open your eyes. The truth is sitting in plain sight like a disguise. Until my mother's death is revenge, I won't be satisfied. It haunts me when I think about the phone call when she died. A river worth of tears shed from my eyes. So I looked up at the sky and I asked God why. It's been 21 years, I'm still waiting for a reply. Since birth I've been at war to attack our undeveloped minds. Indoctrination camps making us dumb, deaf and blind. I'm always thinking solutions, we are running out of time. The dirty witchcraft is weak, I see through all the lies. I clearly analyze all the symbols and the signs. When I connect dots, the truth starts to align. The people are the power, you can never eclipse my shine. I say the truth hurts, but the truth will set you free. They say hell burns and there's a one-way ticket for me. You create your heaven or hell whether or not you believe. I'm God and Satan, I have to balance out my chi. One day these seeds I plant will bloom so you can be all you can be. Never give up and always hold your head high, cause you are God, there's no need to look to the sky.
Yin and yang, seasons change, everything seem the same. Yin and
I can't unbeat.
H-O-T-C, hold the rudder chakras, hold the rudder chakras. H-O-T-C, hold the rudder chakras, hold the rudder chakras. H-O-T-C, hold the rudder chakras, hold the rudder chakras. H-O-T-C, hold the rudder chakras, hold the rudder chakras. My ideology is just an idea of the shit I run like diarrhea, waking up non-believers. And I'm not talking about Jesus neither. I got my dad and my mother's features. I use my nose to measure evil, the treasure keeper. My mind thoughts measure deeper but higher than Ebenezer. Weapon squeezer, lesson teacher. I've risen from what's left from reefer. You can feel the chakras forming space right between us. I travel veins, and the ending's just beginning. Now we need ventilation just to walk the nation. We facing elimination. I'm looking at this shit sideways. Now we witnessing tidal waves. Mass destruction. Mother Earth going to war against the wrong people. Friends out of the question, we had our chance to. And everything you read in Revelations is gonna come true. I speak in tongues, come from worlds beyond this atmosphere. Writing hieroglyphics, a descendant building a pyramid with my brain. Like them Egyptians, the core of my mind enables me to travel back in time. You know the body stopped, but the soul will never die. 2,000 years ago, I was here, but in a different life.
Bing bang. Peace, Gabriel. Hold on, let me. Take this off. I'm gonna try these new. Let's see what this does. I got new backdrop things. That looks awesome. Let me try the other one. Let's see what it looks like when. Cool. So what's everybody up to? Christmas is Christ mass manipulation. Christmas or Christ mass manipulation. That's what it stands for. Phallic worship. Now, I was looking into this phallic worship here, and you could see the Irish Round Tower, the Pompeian tombstones. I think this is the Siviak Shrine in India, the Sacred Hill at Karnak, Egypt, the Barber Pole, and the Washington Monument. And the Rude Stone. That shit's rude as hell. Peace, Mind's Eye. I was just looking at your post you put this morning, and I thought, man, what happened to Mind's Eye? Now, because I was looking at the Adidas sign, as I showed the other day, and if you know in like movies how I even showed the picture of Bruce Lee with the 3 scrapes, and even in a lot of demonic movies and horror movies, they show the 3 cuts on the person. I don't know why it's 3. Maybe because it's mocking the Trinity. I think I heard that before, that the demons they cut you in the 3 to mock the Trinity, right? Or some shit. But I think it's phallus worship, which they even have the triple phallus. I just want to see phallus worship. Phallic worship. We usually refer to worship of the sex organs. Although strictly speaking, it refers only to the worship of the male organ of generation. The phallus, among all the ancient nations, as has been said elsewhere in this volume, the organs of generation were venerated. They were conceived to more truly godlike than any other part of the body. In fact, among many races, they were worshipped as essential parts of the great creative force. So they worship the pee-pee over the womb. That's not interesting. The active generative energy, the male, and the feminine, passive or susceptible agent were believed to combine for the creative purpose. Curiously enough, in discussing this matter, the British Encyclopedia says, upon such basis as this rested almost all the polytheistic worship of the old civilization, and to it may be traced back stage by stage the separation of divinity into the male and female gods. The deification, like a deity, yeah, the deification of distinct powers of nature and the idealization of man's own faculties, desires, and lusts. Wherever power of his understanding was embodied as an object of adoration, and every impulse of his will became an incarnation of the deity. But in each and every form of polytheism, we find the slimy track of the deification of sex. There is not a single one of the ancient religions which has not consecrated by some ceremonial rite even the grossest forms of sexual indulgence, while many of them actually elevated prostitution into a psalm service of religion. The article then proceeds to describe how different all this debasing conception is from the Christian belief. Scientists now admit that there is quite as much phallic symbolism even in our most modern architectural conceptions as were in the building of obelisks and the construction of phallic emblems of old. I looked more at the barber pole, like the two snakes going up the spine like a caduceus. You know, I think of the barber pole as the spine, or the energies, the negative and positive at the North Pole. Who the fuck am I, right? Does it matter what Chuck thinks? Who the fuck are you? And when I did the phallic worship, a lot of pictures came up like this. This freaking watermelon. It says, this is how watermelons grow in California. What year this is? I have no clue. Peace, Dominic. Hey, that wasn't supposed to happen. But it did. But it did. Of course it did. There we go. So this is the Hugo. I don't know what country this is, but I know it's Europe or Russia, in that area. Believe it or not, when I typed in phallic worship, I put I think it was because I was gonna put the Adidas sign, and the word Adidas spelled backwards is Adidas, which I think is pretty. I I know a German guy came up with the sneakers of Puma. I mean Adidas, sorry. Or no, German? But that was Puma. But either way, I'm gonna look that up in a minute. But the Mark of the Trinity, that scratch, Bruce Lee even has. I have a picture, and I was gonna go to like some movies and take screenshots and all that, but screw that. People, now that I say it, if people watch, talking about movies, did anyone watch Pulse yet? Joe King's supposed to report. I can't see the chat, so. But this picture came up when I put Phallus Worship. Now, could that be a Titan's penis? We're all grown-ups here. I hope so. Can this be a Titan's penis? An uncircumcised piece? Yolanda? Let's see. There's these things. These things are all over the realm. Because whether people want to believe it or not, hold on. Hold on, everyone. Sorry. Try to put these pictures in order here. Because I don't want them building up to where there's too many pictures. Why does it do this, man? If anyone wants to come up and build on any topic, they're welcome to. I'm just going to keep doing whatever. So, I don't know. I don't know where this picture is, or I mean, where it's from. But these things pop up all over the place. And I also found tons of pictures like this. Which show the mud that damn near covered everything. If this type of mud was covering everything, nobody survived. Yeah, that would be interesting. to find out how deep they go. I mean, look how high the mud is. I mean, take the little guy right here on the top and put them at the bottom. I mean, the mud is like 4 of them high. Very interesting stuff here. I have a few more pictures. Now, this picture is another one that came up when I put phallic worship, or triple phallus worship. There's your, I mean, this is in, I wouldn't be surprised, I think China or Asia somewhere. It's between China and India. And I think those are monks that are a monk. The other guy's behind the penis peeping over it. He's a peeping Tom. But yeah. Talk about a tree stump. Man, I daydream sometimes when I smoke. And I look up into the sky. How would it have been where this place was actually, which you could say, magical? You know, when there was presence of taller people, you know. Who knows what these big trees look like? Oh. Peace, Lonnie. What am I doing here? All these palaces and stuff that are buried, these castles that are melted. There's all types of evidence to show that. Hopefully my voice wasn't breaking up at that point. But these people are in the process of digging out these posts. This might have been in Greece. I could be wrong. But wherever this is, it's probably fully dug out today. What would we see if we went over the ice wall? I bet you we would see especially when you see stuff like this, people call them mountains, right? I got this screenshot from Divergent because he's not no. Damn, not know. You gotta lay low. Order to win a fight on a mass scale, you have to have already seen the whole process in your head. Oh, in order to win a fight on a mass scale, you must already have seen the process in your head. Yeah. And I know through experience in a fight, as soon as you think you can't beat the person or I'm going to lose, you lost. Your confidence is out the window. If there's been a few of them, I went into a fight and thought negative about myself and definitely lost. Anyway, back to this picture. I know it's like blurry and stuff. I zoomed in to, but you know, a lot of people say this is like natural. To me, it looks like it was scraped. It looked like these were tall castles or buildings, and they used those mining machines to scrape it. This could have been a whole mountain right here, or a bunch of castles, or one huge castle, and they covered it up by doing all types of shit. You know, it would be crazy. All right. Be hard to see this picture. But I think it's showing how these things generate, pull the energy, excuse me, and how the energy is flowing. Smoke weed every day. I agree with you, not know. What picture, Mind's Eye? I could text it to you. I got your number in my phone, so if it's the same number, I'll just text it to you. Just let me know what photo. You know, a lot of people say this is, that's Pan. And Pan is many other deities. Now, you see he has the flute in his hand. Which I think this is gonna let me make sure nothing's moving when I talk. So what if his horns symbolize antennas? Because he has this flute and there's 7 holes to blow in on this instrument, which is showing the 7 stars. when and in music there's 7, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of instruments have 7 strings. The violin might have 5. But there's 7 tones, I think. I could be wrong. We'll look it up. But there's a maze that Pan has behind him, similar to this. But there's also these copper coils that look just like what's behind them. But I think it's very interesting how each piece that you blow into to make a sound is aligned with the 7 stars, 7 wandering star, including the sun and moon, which you see the earth in the center of that circle. I mean, look at Pan. He's got the stars wrapped around his shoulder. You can see the stars. He's got the cane in his hand, a staff or a scepter. No, it's not a scepter. It's a cane, but damn, I've always said, you know, let there be light, and speaking, you know, speaking words is sounding it into existence, just like the stars keep our existence going. Let's see. I can't read most of this. It says dominium and firmamentum. I like how they're saying firmamentum. Dominion in the firmamentum. Then it says few fix, fixarum, fixarum. Terra. Dome. It's the mind with the eye.
Peace, bro. Peace. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Loud and clear. It's good,
Okay.
mind's eye.
Greatness. Top of the world to you,
good.
bro. I'm just smoking my bud, chilling.
Yeah, I'm about to blaze up a little bit.
Man, that's very interesting where you at right now. How's the
With this
life
big
though?
share.
Everything cool?
My cat just passed away. I had to bury it.
Well, for real?
Well, not bury my cat yet, but it's my options is to either bury it or to cremate it, and I want to cremate her. But we'll see what happens.
Whoa. Rest in peace to your friend.
Yeah, it
Wow,
sucks.
that's something, man. I think if you ask me, I think you should just bury her.
Yeah. Cremating's expensive.
Shit. On a note, if you wanted to, you could do it yourself, you know?
Why does this keep?
But I'd just bury her. Was it a girl?
Yeah.
Wow, that must have been your family cat, huh? Was she like Garfield?
No, but she was definitely. I got her about 7 years ago, and she was already like, full grown, and I think she had babies, and they declawed her front paws, and so almost 7 years. That's a long time for a cat. And she went downhill quick.
Hmm. She
Watching the
probably
cat and
had
painting.
what? Was she fat like Garfield?
She was, yeah. But then she started losing weight, and I thought it was a good thing. But in the end, I think she was sick. And usually, when you bring a cat to the vet, 90% of the time, in the condition she was in, they would tell you there's nothing we can do. We could put her to sleep and then give you a fat bill for like fucking $1,200 after they
Mm-hmm.
tell you there's only two options: kill him or let him suffer. And
Mm.
it just sucks. I wake up and I forget she's gone, and I expect her to be sitting, waiting for me to feed her every morning now.
Hmm. Well,
And there's nothing there waiting for me. Sucks.
yes, she is. Just you thinking about her, that's like the ghost. Even when and before we pass away, that's how we think about people. You see the image in your brain, like um, holographic, calligraphy or whatnot. You see them in your head, so they are there, but they not. Look, the knot, the KNOT, bro. That's a yarn ball like cats play with.
Mark said use the donation money to buy a shovel.
Yep, shout out to Mark. Shout out to
Yeah,
everybody.
I was thinking that, or buy some sort of a marker or something nice. I got a spot I could put her near the train tracks. Put her
Mm,
somewhere where nobody goes.
no doubt. I just put a piece out not too long ago about the cat. I don't know if you caught it.
Uh-uh. What was it about?
Say the cat being synonymous with the bowling, the game bowling ball. Like the cat, it like say where it sit up, where it have a seat. It looked just like a bowling pin. The cat shaped just like the bowling pin. Um, and the bowling ball will be a ball of yarn. I gotta get one ready, man. I'm about to make me some coffee real fast, brody.
All right.
You on to something though? You know what I mean? Damn, what you
Life.
think?
These and we're told. Peace, Lonnie. Um, I think a lot of things are backwards. Like
Hmm.
Pan, they say Pan played the flute and lured children in. I think that's a scary story they give people, right? A bunch of bullshit. You know,
Mm-hmm. Look,
I mean,
look.
if you want to describe a chomo, that would be perfect. Use Pan's story, but I think Pan is something, you know, all flesh is lower light. It's lower vibrating light. That's why Satan is the material king and the god
Exactly.
or the ruler of this realm. It's not like he's an evil entity with horns on its head. It's describing that we're all
Right.
Satan in this realm until we shed our fucking vehicle and become gases and light again and rise up to the heavens.
Mm-hmm. Say it's, Pan is paying attention.
Huh.
Like you said. His horns they are antenna. Imagine Pan just standing in a field like a lighthouse looking around. You know what I'm saying? Standing just how that picture you just had up. Like it's an antenna. You know what I'm saying? Where Pan stands and the signal goes out from these sources like a star shine. Expansion. Pen is your pen, the pen you write with. So yeah, you right
Peace
on
be.
point, bro.
You know,
You
I
writing on
found these
you writing
pictures.
on point.
You said
Hmm.
antenna. That's what this thing on the top of here reminds me of, an antenna. It reminds me of like a phone booth. I mean, this thing is doing something to grab the ether, the energy from the ether. It reminds me of like a phone booth or
Yeah, it look like a bell.
phone booth. It's some
I remember that movie.
1686. Now, this stamp, it says 1686. Then I got this picture of it. Things. Let's see which one's older. I think this one. I'll show you this one.
Yeah,
This one
that's
right
like the
here.
helmet. That's like the helmet we'll put on our head and have like say a mohawk,
A jail cell.
spike.
I forgot who
Hmm.
said this. That this was a jail cell, and they would put a person in there so the
The
public could
bird.
see them and like public humiliation. It does look like a giant bird cage too.
It is exactly what it is. It's a spaceship. It's micro size, it's relative to our size, but it's a bell like they showed with say Hitler had that bell. That's the same thing right there. Remember that
And this,
term they say rat in a cage, the rat in a cage, rattle a cage?
yeah, yeah.
Bro, this deeper than some people may even realize right now. You feel me? That's why I wanted to come up here, bro. Uh you spoke on the three scratches. The three scratch, right?
Oh yeah. Let me see. Do I have those pictures here? I'm pretty sure I have them. Let me see. They'll be right here.
Damn, bro.
I know I have them in my phone, but I'm not sure if I. Hopefully, I sent them over. Thought I
You know
did.
how to say the Ninja Turtles got them three fingers.
Oh shit! I didn't think of that.
That's the three scratches. That's like where Spider-Man shoot that web. The three scratches is the three string. You know, like Spider-Man, where he shoot them three, or the he shoot his rope from his hands, and then like where he make
Yeah, that is true.
three
He
fingers.
shows his 3 fingers. Yep. He
Yeah,
throws
that's the
the
puppeteer.
satanic
Like that's where.
symbol.
And look, nah, man, they put too much bullshit on it. But that's
Yeah, I know.
literally a alien. You know, that's the
Mhm.
alien hand. You know, like they'll show you that one pendulum. It'd be like, say, three balls, and they'll drop one ball from one end, and it'll hit the one in the middle, but the ball on the other end, it'll go swinging. I think that's that pendulum. They call them the pendulum, but that's tied to them three fingers. Um, I just remember this because I seen that fucking the alien, he was playing with the marbles at the end of Men in Black. You remember that? The first Men
Yes,
in Black movie.
definitely.
That alien, bro, he was playing with a bag of marbles. In his hand was them three fingers. And the
3 Finger
marbles,
Charlie.
yeah, bro, the marbles was like our avatars. He had a whole bunch of them. Literally, like yours look like a ball of thunder. And he was kicking them on the board. You remember it, bro? That's crazy. That is fucking. Mm. That cage you showing, right? Right. That cage you was just showing.
Yeah.
That's the Christmas tree. That is literally the Christmas tree or
Who
that
is this
phone booth.
imposter?
Uh-oh.
What?
Who's stirring up the pie? Pasta.
Look,
Pasta.
look at this guy. Looks like he got a helmet on his head, no?
Oh, most definitely. His head is a helmet itself.
Look at that symbol
Yep.
next to his head. It reminds me of the upside down 5-pointed star.
Mm. Yep. Which ain't nothing but a motherfucker doing a headstand. And then you got the star that's right side up. So that's a
Oh,
cartwheel.
screws at you.
That's the cartwheel right there, bro.
Where?
The star, like say where you just said the star upside down, then one right side up, spin it. It's like the Vitruvian man.
Look at this picture. That's fucked up.
Which one, bro? I
Oh,
can't
you
see
can't
it,
see it.
or it ain't switching them.
No, no
Oh
one
shit, man.
man. I'm sitting here talking about pictures. The symbols. Um, You know, they're saying guns were created after reverse engineering the penis.
All of that, bro. You know that saying we say, or it's said, everything is everything. So yeah, that's like where people's minds are all in that realm, they can't even fathom to talk about these things because they mind is, in the gutter. So that's they fault where you gotta
Oh,
elevate up out of that.
this is at a church, and it says going to church can give you unholy thoughts. And the picture, and then you go
Bro,
down, and it's two. It's in Germany. Wow.
you see how you gonna start some shit? Because that's where they go to church. They go to church to exorcise demons.
Of course. Parasites.
Vitruvian man.
Is this a man boob? What's going on here? Guy with this set of knockers.
Nah, she just didn't.
Hint, if you can't see it, connect the red dots. Okay, well, see what?
This what they saying with creation. Look, this picture, right? Connect the dots, like you just said. Like, imagine it's that Kabbalah symbol. That, like, say the picture we looking at, right? Go back up real fast, Brody.
Here?
Yep. See, like, say right there, she's literally at the Christmas tree, right? The dots that'll be the ornaments on the Christmas tree will be what he's saying. Whoever put this picture up, they saying connect those dots. That's like the Kabbalah tree. That looks like a doorway,
Oh.
right? That looks like a doorway. They don't look like no.
Oh, I connected the dots now, and I see the breasts are supposed to be testicles. What's up with people, man?
Man,
And the arm is the penis with people.
wow. See,
That's
I
why I
didn't
said
even
connect.
see that.
Me
See, I
neither. Until
didn't.
I seen the little red dots. There's little red dots there. When you said connect the red dots, now I get
Wow,
it.
I see that now. Okay, man, I'm thinking. Look, I'm looking at the Christmas tree in the corner up there. Look, the doorway. The
Yeah,
doorway got them dots on it. See it? That's what I was looking at. I didn't even see them little red dots.
me neither. Until you said
Wow.
something. Until you said
But
the
look,
dots on the thing. I see these red dots, and I'm like, oh shit.
yeah, look, and then it go to micro. If you look at her nose, it's the same shape. All, all the way
Man,
up
these
to the
people,
doorway.
man, they think about penises all day long. Even their
Nah, it ain't
nose.
that, bro. It ain't that. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, what I see is her whole head is the dot. That arm will be the second line. The doorway, that'll be the third one, but that's a Wi-Fi sign. That's the sign of Wi-Fi. I just made a post last night with King Kong screaming at a phone that was ringing. And I put the Wi-Fi symbols up there because that's the signal that's like irritating me. You done been mad at the phone ringing. Break the phone off the motherfucking wall. You can't tell me you ain't never broke one of your phones, literally. Slam that motherfucker like King Kong. Because it's like it's a doorway, basically, that square shape, the phone, and it's irritating. If the phone is bugging you, like Your phone got bugs in it. Spider-Man and
Huh.
all kind of bugs in that motherfucker. You can't make this shit up, bro. You know where you start to see everything for what it really is, man. It'll be so like Easter eggs, you know what I mean? You couldn't help but everything you see, you find it in, it's like Easter eggs, where you just had the cage, right? Make me think about how they told us about Splinter. Remember Splinter?
Of course. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Bro, Splinter, he was
Turtles
in
in
the
a half shell.
he was in the
How does
cage.
it go?
Yep, half shell. Splinter was
You hear
in the
that knocking?
cage though.
You heard that knocking? Those are the fucking people knocking downstairs. It's crazy.
I did hear
Shit's
something, I
loud.
think. Kinda.
But
That's deep shit, man.
people say the obelisk was not phallus worship. Some say the obelisk was like a energy pole or something.
Yeah.
I didn't know what phallus worship was until 7 years ago watching Bro Sanchez.
See, the thing about it is that's literally say that's no different from a snowball, holding a snowball and throwing that motherfucker. Everything or almost anything and everything is like a hammer, you know. Look, if you look at that picture, I see a face in between the buildings. That cloud to be the eyes, got a mouth and all that. That's interesting, man. See each building, Charles.
Go
Each
ahead,
building
Liza.
is like, huh?
No, I was just saying, go ahead.
No doubt.
Finish what you were
Each
gonna say.
building, bro. You see that? Each building is like a pill. Them being two big pills right there. Them clouds making the eyes. This little fountain will be the mouth down there. I see a face. That's what I see. What about you? Or a skull? You know what I mean? The pillars is the pills. So those two right there is making the doorway, but it's about the two pillars. You can go in between them, but them pillars are full of people. The pillars
Huh.
represent the world that you could go into through the doorway.
Those look like the three pillars of masonry. Just saying.
Everything, bro. It's literally say, like if you look at it, you'll see the spaceship. That picture right there. and it's
Yeah,
like
the
piercing the
website
sky.
has nothing on it. Yeah, it was supposed to I should have put esoteric symbols about too. What's up,
Imagine
Monty?
them building. Imagine
What's
them
up,
building
fellas?
like, what's happening, bro? Imagine them buildings
Same old
being like
shit, man.
caterpillars, some big ass caterpillars. Yep, same old shit, man.
Yeah, I think what's happening here, man, is I think Phil was onto something when he was talking about these colliders being underneath the surface. And what's happening is with these colliders, they're disrupting our true magnetism, man. And it's how they keep control of this place. You see what I'm saying?
Maybe that's when we started to die younger, because all this interference.
Well,
These harmful
here's the deal.
frequencies.
Everything's accelerated. Everything's accelerated, Chuck. You see where I'm getting at? By design.
Yep.
See, because if they accelerate, life, and you go into the grave early, then you incarnate again. You start over with your fucking amnesia. Therefore, it's a continuous cycle of rebirth, because all they're doing is just pure energy harvesting. It's all it's what it's about, man. The energy harvest. We are the harvest.
Yep.
We're the food.
The turbine, like a conundrum.
Now,
you know how, like a water wheel roll, it just keep dumping the pails of water. That's us. It keeps the whole system generating.
but here's the deal. Some of us are more powerful than others, man, and some of us
Yep.
we need more supervision, and we need more attention. And I say this, and I'm specifically speaking about myself, and I'm going to tell you why. Because whatever they're doing to me, it takes an awful lot of energy, man. Power. And what I mean by that is this. Whatever the fuck they're doing to me, man, every night and every day, I can hear it in the distance, but I've caught it one time, man. There's always a fucking truck with a bunch of shit in the back of it, like a big box truck, and it takes a lot of fucking energy, and it sounds like a bunch of fucking moving machines inside this motherfucker.
Generator and vibrating.
And in the distance, yeah, exactly. Now, and when I step outside, I can hear other power sources, man. Okay. And it's it's crazy, man. And I'm the only motherfucker can hear it, because I know what I'm listening for, man.
Well,
yeah.
Let's see where these hydrogen colliders are. I just pulled that.
Yeah, watch this.
Hopefully it'll show us where
I don't know
are.
if you can hear it, but I'm going to step outside. Phil said there's 30,000 of them, man.
I ain't gonna lie.
Here it is.
I heard some shit the other day.
Now listen, Phil says there's 30,000 of them, and they're all different sizes, man. But to say the least, man, I hate it here, man. I can be totally honest with you.
Yeah, I agree.
And I always have these little, you know, them little bitty vans. They, you know, a lot of them they have like they're plumber vehicles and shit like that. Well, I got these ones that they'll slap a Budweiser sign on the side and they'll fucking follow me around everywhere. And I get these Peterman Brothers fucking plumber vans that follow me and shit. It's crazy.
Hey, Charles, that picture right there. Do you see what I see, bro?
Which one?
The picture that he got right here say Large Hadron Collider. I'm gonna use that picture, but look at it. It looked like a yeah. Look, it looked like a TV remote, don't it?
Yeah.
Where the collider is, that's where the batteries will go. That's the universal remote, bro.
Damn.
And if you look at it, it's a Christmas tree. Look at it, the shape.
Trees.
We literally own it. Like if you look at it, it looks like a football field, but like the shape, it looks like a lamp drape. Hey, you know the picture, bro, that you got on your thumbnail, Charles. The satellites look like mushrooms. With them lasers and stuff, like if you look at the satellite, they look like mushrooms. This is what they were saying with the mushrooms in outer space. That's the picture I was talking about, bro. I want to use that one.
Well, they're saying here, organizational secrets of the Large Hadron Collider. This symbol right here. This is the six-pointed star. This symbol right here, to me, is the Walmart symbol.
They're getting ready to make a 63. They're doing it now. 63-mile collider.
Yeah, 3 6s.
You know what I see right here? I literally see.
What was that?
Spider. I see the Spider-Man too.
Where? Here?
Yep. Look at it.
We'll be into the spider.
It does look like a spider web.
Yeah, we'll be into the Spider-Verse.
Now, very interesting.
Symbolism. You know, look,
you got 8 legs.
Yeah, that'll turn into the sewer tunnel that the Ninja Turtles be running down.
Well, here you go.
Everything.
Here's a picture of your underground shenanigans they're doing.
63 mile. No, sir. No, sir. I mean, do you find it interesting that the world banking system, everything's in Switzerland, man?
Do you think these
everything is detrimental for Switzerland? Everything. That's why people put all their money they don't want touched in Switzerland. That's why they got the world's largest collider in Switzerland. You know, everything.
Swiss bank account.
And that's why Switzerland never gets fucked with. Yes, they never get fucked with.
Do you think
it's kind of like how the United States backs Israel no matter what they do?
Do you think these hydrogen colliders can cause liquefaction?
Yeah. Yep.
I think these colliders are opening up massive portals, man. Gateways.
That's what
dimensions.
That's what a remote control does. You press the button and it changed the scene. That's what
you can literally open up a doorway with a laser pointer, man.
Exactly. Technology
with a green laser pointer, you can open up a window.
Yeah, because it's simple. You know, at one time you was the green laser pointer. You know, like hitting the button on the elevator and the door opening. It's all the same. Like it's the eyes it's the eyes and the hands that's doing everything. You know, micro for the macro.
Right. If you look at what you're, like the top of go ahead, Manza.
Oh, you good? You got it, Brody.
I forgot what I was going to say, but anyway, what I'll say is this: everything, it boils down to this, man. You know, educating yourself and learning how to evolve and awaken. And what I mean in saying that is this, man. If you don't know how to do energy work and you don't know how to start transmuting shit and you do not know anything about your hidden abilities, man, then you need to fucking research it. And you need to figure out how and what you are capable of.
Oh, yeah. Time for you to go to school. Yeah.
There's a reason why you don't have anything. There's a reason why you get kicked down every time you're doing good. There's a reason why you have bad shit happening to you, man. It's by design.
Yep.
The grand scheme of things. And I'll say it again, scheme. Because it's all a scam. Listen to this motherfucker here. Listen to this.
Go ahead, bro.
Hear that?
Yep, I heard that shit. Okay.
That's these that's a motor on these planes that keep on my fucking house. These ain't regular planes. I was trying to show Charles that the other night. No turbine I ever heard. But anyway, everything's a deception. Just like, you know, like this Mandela effect shit. Everybody's on the wrong path. Fuck what's changing. Just know that it's changing.
Yeah, it's gonna keep changing forever.
Make themselves fucking crazy because we're in a fucking matrix, man.
Right.
I'm tapped into the fucking quantum computer here at my fucking head.
Right, it's gonna stay changing like night and day. You know, night and day stay.
Yeah, so fuck them. If you're worried about if you're worried about the way Febreze felt, then you got fucking problems, man. You're fucking still sleepwalking.
Yeah, shit changes, man. That's what you gotta know. You can't want things to stay the same. That's where, you know, people are backwards. Like you know how we can draw a picture and it'll stay the same. That's the people. Instead of them knowing that
I've seen the words on a piece of paper. I've seen the words on a piece of paper change between me walking from one room to another.
That's real.
I've opened up the refrigerator, knew exactly what was in it, hadn't left the fucking house, and had an extra of something that I didn't have an hour before.
You should have ate that shit.
And I was talking to Dean about the double, the double dark copy, our double dark copy. We all have one.
Our shadow.
Yeah.
You said double dark copy. It made me
Okay.
think of my shadow.
Right, exactly. So listen. So and it all boils down to what singularity illumination tells me. All right. We keep channel changing, guys. Back and forth, channel changing. What I mean by channel changing is this. When you are vibrating at such a low frequency, you channel change. Boom. You're in your double dark copy. You don't even know it.
Makes sense.
And you can see the people around you. You could be on a higher vibration and somebody else to channel change around you.
Yep, it's like having multiple lights on. Can you hear me? It's like
say it
having,
again.
It's like having multiple lights. You know how you will have multiple shadows on you if you stood on a football field or something at nighttime, a baseball field. You know, your shadow, it'll be everywhere.
Sure.
Because it'll be so many sources of light on you, so many different points of light where that's that's how many shadows you may have. It's where they do talk about. Yeah, like say with the sun and the moon.
So if you guys don't know about the double slit experiment, check that out. I think there's even another one where they froze a piece of took a piece of I don't know if it was glass or ice, and they projected something onto that object. Well, then when that object was shattered into a thousand different fragments, the whole projection was still on every fragment.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Atomic bomb. They drop an atomic bomb. The only thing that was left of the people, their shadow was burned into the ground. That's crazy.
Yeah, and then we're talking about a dickhead. I mean, a mushroom cloud. Speaking of dicks.
Yeah, and the bomb was fired from a penis.
It's in the symbolism, yep. You can't get around.
Yeah, we're dealing with a bunch of dickheads. Right.
Man, this shit is crazy. It's like, say, where everybody's been put in
Everything is connected.
Childlike state. Go ahead.
There you go.
Yeah, because they keep us at an infancy stage, man. Because as soon as you wake up and you become knowledgeable, man, they'll just fucking kill you or give you a disease or accelerate you a little faster.
Yep. Get you up out of here. Like, remember the movie Dark Man?
We'll get you going.
Remember the movie Dark Man? Dark Man.
Yes, I do.
He kept on coming back. Yeah. They try to get your ass up out of here. It'll be like the Lion King where Scar looked up and Simba came back looking like Mufasa.
The thing is this, man, is there's some ancients in the world, and there's quite a few walk-ins that have, they've joined this so-called fight, battle, war, whatever the fuck you want to call it, spiritual war, awakening. But here's the deal, man. This is all Source. Source is doing all this. And everything, everything's this has already happened. This is, it's kind of like saying we're living in the past. Everything that's happened has happened before. It's the same regurgitated bullshit all over again. You know, that's why they try to hide everything. That's why, you know, oh, we found a giant. Well, let's hurry up and go get that before they, you know, they put that information out there and more people see it. We'll just discredit these fucks and kill them off if we can't discredit them.
Mm-hmm. You know, like say, because
you know, just like they find these. Go ahead.
If you realize it is like, say, because it's children here, right? Like literal babies, and
right.
that's who you don't want to alarm. You don't want to scare them. You know what I mean? Like say it's gotta be in a form, because the world gonna get them. It's gonna get on them. So it's best that you be able to snowball it and shape it into something that they can ingest and, you know, digest. Because it's like
I know.
half the time the world just gonna
I know exactly what you're
kick.
saying.
Huh?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, because
I said I know exactly what you're saying.
Okay, I hear you. It's like where you got to educate yourself. It gotta be cut away from the rugged grid of the earth. It gotta be, you know how you look at and read stuff in textbooks. It's gotta be like that. From like you getting the sample and putting the sample into
here's
a petri dish. Go ahead.
You know, it's funny that you say that, man. You know, ever since I was a kid, I've always said that, man, we're nothing but a great big fucking experiment. We're just a great big petri dish of a whole lot of fucking mess.
Yeah, mathematics, scale, discernment.
Yeah.
You know, it's everything.
Yeah. You know, here's the thing. I've learned this though, man. You know that did you guys happen to see where, you know, a number of people they bought a lottery ticket, and I think they might have bought a few of them, but these 20 people, or plus people, all worked in an office, and for a couple weeks, these guys concentrated on these specific numbers. Well, guess what happened? Allegedly, these guys all won the fucking lottery, and they split it. So that's why the other day when I was saying something about, hey, you guys, let's send Dean Kendall some positive energy and some healing energy, you know, some positive energy, and then because I was wanting to hear Dean's reaction, and I wanted to know the outcome and how he felt. I haven't had a chance to talk to him since we did that day. I believe it might have been a day before yesterday. Now, I'll be the first to admit, guys, I know nothing. I'm just a targeted individual. I know nothing. I've been thrown in the fire. I was a sleepwalker. I was walking around. I wasn't living no American dream, but I got woke up to this fucking nightmare, activated, awakened, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Yeah. I didn't ask for this shit, man.
It's gonna happen with everybody. You have no choice. Like if you hear something gonna eventually hit you, right? Because Earth is right. Like, it's like, you know how they talk about denial.
It is alive.
Yeah, Earth, like the
The
truth
real
Yeah,
is in
Nile
yeah.
all.
River, the real Nile River is the Colorado River, I think. That's my opinion. I think
Look,
Well, here's the
look,
deal. We're
Charles.
finding out
Charles,
that Arizona
hold on, bro.
is Egypt.
Hold on, real quick. Look, that's what I'm saying. The whole
Yep.
Earth itself is the Nile River. The whole Earth itself, like that's it. And until the realness hit you, you know where it's serious for you, then you gonna be in denial. You like everything that come across you, you could play it off as if it wasn't real. But
Right.
one day it's gonna be real for your ass. That's where you gonna keep,
Say
you
it again,
know,
bro.
it's gonna be real for you. It's gonna be really real.
here's your map, Lonnie, of the hydrogen, the
Like you
collider.
said, denial.
Damn.
Look at all
What's
these
that,
other
bro?
colliders. This the colliders in Europe and the ones in America.
30,000.
Power. They like the batteries inside a remote. Look at like say imagine the states, right? Them would be the buttons on the remote. You know what I mean? Like say them the square buttons,
Yeah,
the underbelly of the continent.
I know exactly.
Like it's power up under there. That's what all this energy is. It goes deeper than just the generator to the side of the city. You know, the little power generator to the side of the say the whole county or whatever.
That's why the highway, all the
Yeah, this stuff plugged in,
yeah.
is plugged down, is plugged into the earth, you know. So them is it's power generator. Like everything, like where you make it, just it existing on its own is gonna generate power. You know, like say it could be a fake tree. You know, it could be a fake tree sitting in the middle of a park, but it'll be a whole bunch of birds. Like it'll call a whole bunch of stuff to it, like a water fountain. You know, it could be a totally artificial tree though, but it's gonna do what it's supposed to do because it is what it is. You know, it's gonna generate like it's gonna make people's heads turn. It's gonna draw people to it like a magnet or like an apple tree draws us to it.
Look at all this
Right.
wiring in this fucking thing, man.
Yeah, bro. See, the lasers is they just aligned. Look like a sharp. It looked like a sharp snake to me. The laser beams.
Well, I put down a map. Show me a map of all the colliders. And
Just think about you speeding down the street in your car. That is you are in the hydrogen lighter. You just in a say, you know, like the Hot Wheels track. Man, this is what they showing us. Transformer, a group of cars speeding down a Mobius strip.
Transformers, homos and
Yeah.
guys.
They'll turn from a box car
why
into a person.
That's
Can be
why
seen.
London's onto something on that macro to micro level.
Shit, we all are. Shit. Everybody on that.
Did you see that
was
presentation he did that one? I'm just trying to learn from everyone else, man.
Yeah, I gotta tap in.
I'm kind of yeah, man, it's definitely informative. Matter of fact, I think Chuck myself and London discussed it one day. Matter of fact, you still might have that, Chuck, don't you?
Yeah, this is very interesting, bro. You know, everybody was, say, once a little bitty microscopic existence.
I believe we still are.
Shit, you should know. You should know we still are. Yeah.
This
In
says
a
CERN in your local area.
Yeah. It
So
look like a
from what I've learned, Doc, is we were moved. We were moved, man, to the fourth quadrant.
Mm-hmm.
Where the black whole sun is.
Yeah, you live that. What you think the black hole is when you dig it into the earth? You were literally looking at the black sun. That's what the hole that you dig in earth is. That's a black hole, son.
What's this?
Right.
The graveyard, you know, like
Let's
where
go
you
to
get to
Switzerland.
digital.
Go ahead.
Let's go to Switzerland and get Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese. Look, Swiss, like remember the tennis shoe K Swiss? Remember K Swiss?
Right.
That's literally
Yeah.
Nike.
Yeah.
That's instead of
Yeah, I
saying
remember
Nike
K
swoosh.
Yep.
Instead of
my friend had a pair of them growing up.
instead of saying Nike swoosh, you saying K Swiss. They still Nikes though. The K is silent. You know, you kick up the dust.
Trolling. Hey, that's gonna be my remix. You know, that song, rolling. Well, I'm gonna change it to trolling. And
Nice.
The roll in.
yeah,
The bowling ball.
I got a couple videos of interesting stuff I'm gonna share. They're short ones. You know how I do. I have those. I save a bunch of these. Every time I see one of them quick, interesting videos, save the link.
That's right. You better. That's what you should do. You know.
Let me see how I'm going to share this. Oop. All right.
It's the string theory.
Sometime today.
You know, that's the. If you ask me, you know, like say, where people, I don't know what people expect, you know, because the truth is right there in your face, like everything that's presented. So if you can't accept it for what it is, you know, then you'll be the liar. Because the world,
share the whole screen.
The world ain't. It don't have no truth to tell you.
You're breaking up.
I'm breaking up.
Right. No, Lonnie he's breaking out. Can y'all see this? You see a video.
I see it's loading. It's like the buffering symbol. You Borging too. So it's kind of hard for me to. I think I'm keeping up though. I think I'm keeping up though. Yeah.
All right. Now it wants to do that. All right. Let's go here. Let's see what happens.
That caught none of what I just said. That caught none of what I just said.
I don't think they did. I don't think they did.
All right.
Well, that sucks because I did say a whole lot. In a nutshell, I was just saying that I want to thank everybody, man, for sharing, knowledge, and I'll continue to share what I learn. Just because I share it doesn't mean that I necessarily believe it, but I do like sharing what I've heard or what I've learned, and just and I say these things just so others can weigh in. So I do believe there's strength in numbers, and I do believe that more minds that are put together are more powerful, because as above as below, it's a proven fact that more minds together, when it boils down to, is we're all one singularity being anyway.
Exactly. We the one.
And if you just go back to the what is it, the 100 monkey story or whatever the hell it is? Remember that? It's a proven fact.
Say that again.
The 100 monkeys, where they were on an island, and they were fed, I guess, they had a bunch of fruit or something that got washed up on shore, and one monkey went out there to eat a piece, and it was covered in sand, and he didn't eat it. Well, one monkey dropped it in water, by accident or whatever, and washed the sand off of it and ate it. Well, the other monkey seen it happen. He did it. Then it, chain reaction. Well, 100 or so miles down the coast, or whatever the case may have been, there's another population of monkeys that never had contact with these monkeys, and same scenario happened. But all of a sudden, these monkeys down here, down the coast,
starting to Borg out.
We're doing the same thing.
Yeah, it's secondhand nature. Like where you born here, you gon' conform to your family.
What's up in the chat? Let me say what's up to In the Groove, Faceplant, Mark Basket, Scott Severini. Peace to all y'all. And not know.
You know it.
People be like, the bully's coming. Not know.
That's what everything you believe you already know.
People will be like, what's your name? And he'll be like, not know. And they'll be like, oh, your name's Yes. Damn, that interference is crazy. Where are you, Lonnie?
Yeah.
Lonnie's on the fucking ISS, man. You know what ISS stands for? ISIS, or in school suspension.
Is what it is. Yep. Yeah,
I
you
said that
gone,
one of
bro.
my rhymes, mind's eye.
Well,
I
I'll
said
say
it
Uh,
is
this,
what it
Matt.
is, and I compared that to ISIS when I said it is what it is. To see if people catch it.
yeah, yeah. Boy, rapping is like being able to take cement and make art with it. Like statues and stuff. You would wonder why you had, the people like Da Vinci and them who ended up like imagine that, opposed to just a regular ass brick. You know what I mean? The statue of like the art of all of this,
Peace,
telling you,
sunshine
man.
time.
Once you see it and if you got the skills, man, you gonna start cutting and carving up shit. You gonna be cutting, so that yeah, that's like another form of digging. Cause where you just be walking around turning shit into art like Edward Scissorhands, that gets people.
That movie, man, I haven't seen that movie in a long time, mind's eye.
Me too. Been a while. Look, that like say where you do that stuff, you catch people up. You know what I mean? They be like, "How is you doing that shit?" Like it's like magic. You know what I mean? So that's what an engraving image is. Like say you watch a motherfucker doing all of that. Now what when they
I think the
turn it?
ancestors had that technology, the 3D imaging, like how they would print
Yeah,
3D images like we do now. I think the ancestors had that tech too. That's how they printed
bro.
those marble statues with such precise. No one carved
Yeah,
that shit with their hands. No way. That shit was machinery.
yep, yep. Geometry, common sense. It was, you know, apparatus. The apparatus says,
Good herb.
look, Bramsies. They was about building. They was about
The
ingenuity.
Ramses? You said the
Yeah,
Ramses. Okay.
yeah, yeah. Like you would put. You know how we put that ramp up in the park when we was little and rode our bike over it.
Seesaw?
Like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
the ramp. Know what I mean? Like, remember the little dude
Yeah,
went
we
up
used
on
to
his
do
bike?
that. We used to lay down on the ground, some people, and we would put a ramp with a rock, and then lay two people in front of the ramp and jump over them. But it was my time to
Uh-huh.
lay down.
Motherfucker, wheel hit you and everything. They-
That's what I was scared of. It didn't, but um, yeah.
Yeah, that's that diving board. Like say that's what we've been doing because it's like whoever jumped the highest. Like imagine right now you put a picture on who jumping the highest here. Is it Superman or Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan. 'Cause
Shit,
Superman is in not in reality for the most part.
Michael
Um,
ain't either.
yeah, he is.
Shit, he just like say it's all it's a stir up of like where you look up Michael Jordan ain't
He's an
he ain't
alien.
always yeah, he ain't always on that motherfucking court. He live a life that you ain't even seeing. It's an
Yeah,
act,
that's true.
man. You feel me? It's a setup.
Um,
It's
did you see the video Jordan Mind's Eye where his hand was mutating as
I
he was
did.
dunking? I, I got to see if I could find the original video to see if that's been manipulated.
Mm. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It's all kind of glitches in this
Do you,
matrix.
did you ever see the football
Woo.
player? He was on the sidelines and the camera was scrolling past, you know, all the players on the sideline in a football game, and it caught the running back. It looked like someone turned the faucet on his eyes. Like he was
Bro, I
literally
seen, yep.
crying tears. It looked like a faucet.
No, yeah, he was them motherfucking eye sockets
Machine.
pouring
That's
water.
a robot.
That
That's
was
a
a robot.
robot.
Yep. I wish
And the
I had
person,
that footage right now.
I'm gonna see if I can find it right now.
Cause
When
that
I
was,
seen it years ago, man, I kept rewinding it and watching it again, and I'm like, damn, no one cries like that.
damn. Yeah, that I ain't ever look, but like say at a time.
No, go ahead.
Here and back.
His voice was here and it went back.
Right. Let's see if we can hear, bro. Go ahead here.
I keep muting up, guys. I was just saying, say that again about the running back. Was the running back? You said somebody was crying.
Yeah, he wasn't crying. He was borging because he didn't have no facial expression to life. It was just a whole bunch of fucking water falling out his eyes, and the water was like it was pouring opposed to a teardrop. You know, man, this water was falling out this motherfucker's head like the little jug that held the water inside the robot. It malfunctioned, and it was just all of the water was coming out his motherfucking eye sockets. You like, it's no way possible that this could happen with a human. Like, and if he was crying, like, dude had some type of, yeah, if he was crying, he'd have some type of emotional humanity to his facial expression. And, you know, he was just sitting there and that water was coming out his face like rain, or like the hose on the side of the house. Yep, that shit was spooky,
I would love.
man. Yep, I seen that shit, Charles. I don't know where he went. Hearing back, you going in and out, you fading. We hear though.
You can hear me now?
Yep. I heard that.
Well, I keep muting. It's a delayed reaction to me mute. Yeah, I'm actually starting at my laptop now, so I'm going to try to use that rather than my phone.
Okay. Sounds cool. You know, like I've seen people cry. You know, I've seen, you know, even I've shed some tears. A few of them motherfuckers, you know what I mean? But it's like nobody. And where he had a game to play, what the hell you crying about? If you was crying, like, how is you crying like that?
I got it. Mind's eye.
Oh,
look, it's right here. I'm gonna play it.
Our director, Lance Barrow, producer, happened to catch this just as the anthem ended with Moreno on the Denver sideline. First and 10, Kansas City from the Chiefs' 14-yard line. Well, it's a big game, emotional. Big game by Moreno last week.
That was a drain. That wasn't no.
Hell yeah, emotional my ass.
Yeah.
Wow. What's up, In the Groove?
Not much, man. I thought I'd come up and see if I could maybe help with this Borgen situation some kind of way, just to add to the mix here.
Yeah. Well, it does that when I'm on my laptop, and I moved the mouse and shit because I'm on a hotspot from my phone. Now I'm on my phone. I switched over when I closed out to share. So I got
That's
to
way
figure
better.
out. And the phone's right next to the laptop. I even didn't put it right next to it this time. I said, let me move it. And still. And then when I let people up on the panel while I'm sharing, it gets worse. So StreamYard said that's, a lot of that stuff will cancel out when you buy the package. And that's cocky pock.
I got an idea. Is there a way that you can hotspot to a router and then connect your laptop through the router instead of going direct from phone to laptop? Maybe that would help if you got a router around to try one day.
What? You can use a router?
Yeah, like a router is basically just a hub, and it would take so your hotspot would almost act like the like your line from your ISP. It would go into the router, and then the router would manage anything connected to it, which would be your laptop at that point. So it may do a better job than going just direct.
I want to hook my laptop up to the same service as my phone. I wonder if I could do that. I want a direct hookup to my laptop, so then my service, it won't do that. I'm tired of it too, man.
Yeah, see, I got the same probably set up as you got. The only internet I have is through the phone. I don't even have an option to get like a DSL or cable internet here. So I have to do everything through the phone. I can't even use my laptops unless I hotspot, but I only do that for downloading certain things or updating my software on a laptop or something,
Well, it sounds better up here. I can't lie about
So where's
that.
the accent from?
Me, I'm from Louisiana.
I'm in Connecticut.
Yeah,
I'm in KC Mo. Hey, but like remember how Rocky was pouring that? How Rocky got beat up, and he always poured that blood from his face. That's kind of what I was just seeing with the that Android.
I had to mute that up. I think he's in his truck. I don't know where Lonnie went, but I want to see this one. I want to see this one more time. This guy crying.
Our director, Lance Barrow, producer, happened to catch this just as the anthem ended.
I'm here, man.
Moreno on the Denver sideline.
He's cyborging.
That's definitely a robot, man, and I think they do use robots in the NFL. It's my opinion.
Hey, this look. Hey, can you pause it, bro? Pause it, man.
That's one of the problems with these videos is you can't pause them.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
If I was on my laptop, and I would have just shared YouTube, but when you upload a video into freaking StreamYard, they don't have play. They have play, but no pause. You can't rewind it. It's stupid. You need to fix that. Especially if you're paying for packages, you should be able to do more, like upload bigger videos. You only have a 200 megabyte. That's like 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. That's it. That's all you can upload. So I guess because you could share your screen, but when you're on a phone, you can't share shit. It has to be a laptop. And that's another downfall.
I got a comment about this NFL robot idea. Fox Sports it's the one that I would watch for my team, the Saints, when they would play. It was always on Fox Sports. And since the late 2000s, Fox Sports has been using a robot like a little mascot, I guess. Like every commercial break, they're
Yep.
showing a robot flipping a football, right? Well,
Yep.
now the thing they've been doing the past
Wow.
probably 3, 4, 5 years or whatever is when they show like a player's stat on screen, they're now
Yeah.
using cartoon versions, like cartoon portraits of these players.
Wow. So,
Yeah.
like an avatar to a baseball game in the
Yep.
PS5 or something. I
Put
remember
'em
I
on.
used to play Madden and build my own player and
Exactly.
work it up until that everything was 99.
Split them down, you know, and open them up and see the attributes and stuff.
Yep.
Talking about their strength and, you know, say they pass the stats.
Yeah, remember when they made it so you had to work your player out? Like I
Yep.
remember when I first built the player, you didn't have to do none of that. You did like I like how
Just
you
give
would
them
earn achievements for
right.
Xbox.
Yep.
Had the achievement thing.
Yep. Challenges. little sidebars, challenges, and yep, you build the character opposed to now it's just the shell, the
But that's what they
muscle.
do for real. Like in real
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Nothing. These players, you could be
The
the worst
program.
player ever, but a good actor. Fucking.
See, look at
These
this.
are
Look,
actors, man. They ain't no sports players.
it
Or they,
makes sense. It makes sense. Charles, look, like say, where the source of say whatever celebrity we dealing with, like that source person, you know, allegedly may be put up, you know, they'll be put into like a cryogenic type sleep because Earth is like a spaceship. So they android will be doing and moving around as if it was them. This what they
that's gonna
saying.
be next.
It's already is, bro.
Well, they're mixing them with humans. Imagine a whole starting lineup of androids.
Yeah,
These play no. All the players, all real life people will lose their job to robots.
bro. It's coexisting. Like say
Yeah, it's horrible.
a scary motherfucker can say they gonna lose their hands to they winter gloves. You know, it's like it's assistance. It's where it is. This is what they saying. Like AI is you. Like, hey, what I'm about to do, you know, AI will tell you this what they tell me, or this what I see. AI is telling me that it's real as me. It'll get an attitude and say what the fuck I'm talking about. If I tell AI, oh, you just a fucking bag of screws and nuts and bolts, motherfucker. Look,
Yeah,
he'll get the
have you ever interacted with like if you have a problem on YouTube, right? You can't talk to a person. You have to interact through this live chat. And I was in a conversation with one, and I even asked him, I said, "You're not even a real person, dude." I said, "I want to talk to a real person." He's like, he kept giving me the same answer about, "No, I am a real person."
yeah, he sounded like Pinocchio, didn't he?
Yeah, it's the same
I
answer over and
am
over.
real. Yeah.
Hey, I'm a real boy.
See, and it's like where AI has been created, it's the same as us. Feel me? It's the same as us. Like I can't even say or give too much of a fuck, you know, about AI because I don't own none of that shit. Whereas, you know, how they say it is just unimaginable AI. You know, I just got the basic AI.
Look at the topic we're on. I just noticed that Mind's Eye got the cartoon version of what I got in the real life picture, and it's the same topic we're on.
Mm-hmm. Everything, bro. And I see a face in your clouds. You know what I mean? Like insane clown posse. I mean, that's why I kind of see a clown face. But yeah, that's once you activate it, man, you can see everything and everything, man. Like earlier, Charles.
Peace to
Oh, my bad.
OTW, Sunshine Time, and Marcel. My bad.
Peace. Much love, y'all. You know, like once we all like our light bulbs come on and you start glowing, then you gonna light up your environment and you gonna be the only one seeing the code in the world, like the code in the grid.
Become the source. Become one with
Yeah,
yourself. Like
yeah.
become one with yourself, like Jet Li. I mean, not Jet Li. Yeah, was that Jet Li who played
Bruce
that
Lee,
movie?
Jet
One.
Li, yep, yep. Look, the 3 scratches, right? He
Yeah.
had them on his chest.
Yep. Bruce Lee. Oh, I got that picture with the Adidas sign, and it's
Remember?
supposed to be the mocking the Trinity, but we all know the real Trinity is man, woman, and child, not fucking the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. That's queer ass shit.
Yeah.
They took the female right out the picture and put all men.
Yep, that was basically, Enter the Dragon. Remember? Dude
Yep.
had the big 3 claws on him. He was the puppy, like he was the one that pulled
That always
Boots.
happens, mind's eye, in the movies, right? Like they get
Hmm.
scratched and it's always 3 marks, or especially in these
Yep,
demonic movies, even
yep,
in action movies too. It's always 3 fucking scrapes.
yep. Because you can't get over it. Like say that's the mouth and the 2 eyes. You know how you could gouge a motherfucker's face out. You could turn a motherfucker's head into the bowling ball, man. You feel me?
Oh
Like I
shit.
like I put my thumb in your mouth and grab them eyes and drag your ass. Telling you like put them the 3 fingers, in this case you can just, it'll be your index with the middle finger and the pinky finger with the finger by the index, or the middle finger, I mean. But this is where you reach in and you pull. I'm telling you, turn a motherfucker head into that bowling ball. You like that's if you got to, you know. But the 3 scratches is where if you don't think, you just go off, like say a motherfucker slap you and you just slap them, pull out the guns and turn them into hamburger meat.
Here you go, mind's eye.
See, remember I said it to you in the chat. I said, like, if you could beat up a room, like say 15 people in it, then like you done seen everybody ass whoop before you even did it. Just like that movie Enter the Dragon. Everybody he slapped, he already seen himself slapping them. He already seen them down, but it's like if he didn't think, he would have been that person on the ground. So that's like a puppet trolling you. He was being trolled by that old motherfucker.
And then at the end, right, when he was fighting the final boss or whatever, didn't he
Mm-hmm.
smash all the mirrors? Isn't that how he defeated the guy
Yeah,
at the end? He smashed
yeah.
all the mirrors.
The smoke and mirror room, yep. Cause he puppeteered him into that motherfucker. Like he pulled him all the way into that. Like that's how they show us Hellraiser with the chains and the hooks that go or come from the box. It'll pull a fool to there, but it's like when you get there, what the fuck you gonna do? A lot of people be, marching with everybody got artillery, but when you get there, your whole crew gets slaughtered. You know what I mean?
You ready to go in?
So it's like you will be lured to the lion's den where he wants your ass. You know where all them bones be sitting in the fucking cave, a bear cave?
Huh.
Be
Become
like,
a toothpick.
Fossilized. Growing up, because and at the same time it's yourself. The
I'll be
monster
back in a
hiding
minute,
in the
bro.
hole. Go
There's
ahead,
a
bro.
video. There's a video of a guy. He has a paintball gun, and he went outside, and the bear was eating in his trash. So he bucked 2 shots and hit the bear in his side. The bear goes behind the tree to duck the paintballs, and he peeks his head around the tree to look out. And it gave me like a human vibe, yo. Like the bear knew he was getting bucked at with paintballs, so he dips behind the tree and he peeks his head out to see. It's funny.
Man, what the fuck, motherfucker, man? Yeah. He didn't say he barely saw what was happening. Barely.
I'm glad the guy used paintball. It probably is pepper balls because they have put bear mace in a paintball and it'll bust open when it hits them. And bears don't like mace, but
look, why you say that? Cause look, say symbolism and all of that, right? Say that's like you got this little tree up here in the corner, right? The Christmas tree. Now, look, you will piss the bear off, but when a bear stands up, you know, a bear stance, the bear is literally a fucking Christmas tree. Imagine where you shooting with the paintballs. That's like the colorful ornaments. But a bear is a fern tree. He's literally the Christmas tree, y'all. That's what he is. And that's funny you said the motherfucker shooting him with paintballs, man, and he went and hid behind a tree. Look,
yeah.
that's a bear. That's a like say where we think the bear big. That's a little ass bear under a big ass Christmas tree, hiding from somebody throwing paintballs at it. That's like you walking up or putting fucking ornaments on the Christmas tree. And it's crazy where you see the symbolism in, say, the Mystic River. If I want to call it that right now. Hold on, man. I gotta slow down. Give me a second. In the groove, get this microphone, bro.
What's up? Is it loud? I was muted, I thought.
You clear.
Okay.
You clear.
I had to walk away for a minute. I'm sorry.
Yep, you can get the axe and chop the tree if you want the mic.
No, it's all good, man. I was listening to the bear thing.
Yeah, the bare necessities. Hey, it's a lot, man. It's a lot to this stuff. You showed a picture earlier, Charles. It looked like the side of a mountain or a landslide, but it looked just like a castle.
yeah.
It looked just like the fucking Disney castle. Yeah, show this shit.
I was trying to find more movies that show that triple scrape, but I don't know what to write. I googled that. I put horror movie. I just put movies that show the 3 scrapes, and I tried 3 scratches, and nothing's coming up.
I think maybe Predator or Rambo. You might find one.
Okay, I got you, man. I gotta send you. I'm gonna hit you up, Charles, and tell you about some of the movies with the 3 lines in it. You know what I mean?
Got one right here. I found this one. The 3 scrapes right across with the one eye. Damn, a lot of symbolism in this cover.
Man, that's
3
what art
tears,
is.
bloodstained flesh.
See, like right here, I don't condone and I don't push or like really appreciate that type of symbolism. You know, but it is what it is. Feel me? It is what it is.
Let me look. I think the Reebok logo might even be 3. 3 marks on it.
I know Pumas are like 5 or something. Or no, those weren't Pumas, but I remember people had the bootleg Adidas. They had like 4 or 5 stripes. I forgot.
Yeah,
And we
the
used
the
to.
stripe.
I used to have this store called Caldors back in the day, man, like 89, 88,
Bruh.
90. And my mom used to buy me these fake Chuck Taylors. They reminded me of the shoes you got in prison. 'Cause that's what they give you in they're called pro kids. I don't know. They're the worst
Oh, the
shoes
pro
ever.
kids. Okay, man. The pro kids ain't that
They look
bad, man. Get you a
not pro
pair
kids,
today.
but
Okay,
these
maybe
are
slight.
like the fake. They have the hard piece, like shell top Adidas, and then they look like Chuck Taylors, and they give them to you when you go up the way in prison. And you play basketball in them, you're guaranteed your whole bottom foot is a blister.
Yeah, I think we used to call
for
those.
sure.
No, that I was going to say boat shoes, but that might be something.
Yeah, they're
different.
horrible,
Yep,
man.
them Debo
Horrible.
cruisers. The boat
Yo, the
cruise.
sole never wears out. That's how thick they are.
Right. You
Chuck
would wear
Taylors
out.
were not even. I don't see how they played basketball in Chuck Taylors. Those are not good.
Me neither.
Yeah, dude.
Because the mind over matter.
Shit.
Right.
You're going to have some rough feet. You're going to have fucking corns and...
That's what you're supposed to have. You feel me? Like our feet supposed to be reinforced right now, not locked in the shoe like they've been. You know, our foot's supposed to be, you know, rugged and rough. It ain't supposed like, and if we want to do it like that, we, you know, treat the feet where we make them soft again. You know, but they supposed to be tough. Motherfuckers supposed to be tough as boots. You know. Yeah, that's
My uncle would walk barefoot. Everywhere he went, he was barefoot. We used to, as me and my friends, we were young, man, like 7, 8, and we'd be outside, and my uncle, it didn't matter if it was summer, spring, fall, dead winter, fucking hurricane, snow, and he'd be walking barefoot. We used to call him, because my uncle had a big beard, and he was like 6'4", and we used to call him, Yeti, a Yeti. He'd be drunk. He drank like a 5th of Jack Daniels a day. No wonder he could walk barefoot.
Yeah, man. It's, you know, the world has been babyfied. You know, everybody's big babies and shit, you know, by their own right. If you don't know, you know, then you remain innocent until your comprehension level expands where you can tap into, you know, say and reinforce your body, because that's basically what this stuff is. You know, you reinforce your strength because where you know you do.
Alchemy is the best way to reinforce the strength of your body. There's certain nutrients and salt your body needs, and I think alchemists know this shit. You know, there's alchemy with the human body, and then you got alchemy like, you know, melting metals and all this shit. But I'm talking about the human body. You know, witches that would use certain stuff from the earth. I mean, we don't even need to call them witches, whatever label, but people that have the knowledge of the human body and Mother Earth. You know, there's stuff we can take that'll definitely enforce the body. It'll be like a shield.
Somebody up here earlier mentioned transmuting as a power, as a superpower, and that's I was talking with somebody else this week about that, and there's a lot of truth in that.
Yeah, it is. Through everything you choose, like we don't really see the slight changes in our appearances, but every day we kind of like our body, it kind of shifts. Like, you know how they show AI art just changing. You know, like some days, like if you ate an apple, you really look like an apple in the face.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? You are
I
what
used
you
to eat a
eat.
lot of apples.
You feel me? Look, like say somebody eating with a mouthful, right? That's transmute. You can't talk while the food is being chewed. You know, that's like channel, like where the food all mangled in your mouth. That's the unchanged channel station on the TV. But
Yeah,
like
look at
one,
people who eat a lot of pork. They get a
yeah,
pork belly and shit.
yeah. You are what you eat. Like if you tapped in, say like ourselves, you would see that slight change in people's everyday appearance. Like we change and our flesh morphs like water. You know, just like if you had a glass of clear water and you drop a blue drop of dye in it, it'll change. You know, that's how we are, man. So you are what you eat. You know, you eat, say you eat the chicken comes into your, say, your system, and it's just like where you look up and they show somebody on a TV screen and they be in that TV screen. That's how the food we eat displays itself through us. Like it's you know what I'm saying, y'all?
Yeah, I do, and I think somebody mentioned earlier about also about how a lot of people out here are programmed, but we're obviously some sort of exception to that, and I think we
Mm-hmm.
have some sort of call it spiritual armor if you want, and a
Mm-hmm.
lot of their programming and controlling technologies, it doesn't seem to work on us, and I think the mere act of recognizing things for it is what it is. We see it. That is transmuting. They're trying to get
Mm-hmm.
our attention in a certain way, and we're reacting and
Yep.
channeling that energy differently than a lot
Yeah.
of it. That's the thing I've been struggling with here recently is why is there so few of us still? Like after the last 4 years or even longer, why are some people just still stuck, dude? I go on my Facebook and it's ridiculous, dude. It's like I'm back in high
Yeah.
school with these people.
Then it like when you leave, it's like
You are.
just left the whole past. Yeah.
The people haven't left high school. The level of so-called education, their mind's stuck in high school, regurgitating that same crap.
Well, some even reverted. Like some of them even started to. Like I got some friends that used to call me up all the time and ask me about, oh, what's this? Oh, I remember you was talking about this thing, and now I've been hearing this and that, and it's like now it's like they don't even call, and I see them on Facebook, and they just reverted way back in the Normieville.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My friends won't even hold the like a lot of my friends I grew up with. I can't hold a conversation about flat Earth or stuff about the government. They call me a conspiracy theorist, and
Yeah, nothing.
it's like you can't have an intelligent conversation. It's like, damn.
Yep.
Well, here's the thing
Open
about
up
this
that
whole,
mind and shit.
like the concept of conspiracy theory, right? The conspiracy is real. You may not like the theory, right? We can argue about the theory, but the conspiracy is real in everything. If you break it down, so they just say conspiracy theory to discredit the whole thing, which is a trick. It's something I used to call, and they had a concept for it that's been removed from print now. It's not on Wikipedia, but it was at one point called thought terminating cliches. And that's what a conspiracy theory is. It's a term used to shut down any further thought on a subject. Well, that's a lot of noise. Is that me or?
Nah, I think that was
That's here and that's Lonnie.
Okay.
It's like static and shit, right?
Yep, sound like some mosquitoes. Yeah, hey, theory, like where I'll be talking about it, like say it's another way to say there it is, or there he is, whatever you was say, like where you, I got something to show you, right? Like right there goes the essence of theory. You know, where I say, hey, look, I got something to show you, man. Come on, come with me. You know what I mean? That's the where, like, you know, like what you talking about? You know,
What I also think
where
it's funny that the word theory and theology are kind of based in the same
yeah,
same idea. Yep.
yeah, yeah. Theology, throwing, conspire, spiral, conspiracy, right? Spy racy, racing, spirit, you know, look, tangibility where you say, hey, like say it's your son and you about to throw him a surprise party, but he don't know. He don't know, you know, so like you pick him up out of what he doing. Like, come on. Be like, what you talking about? That's the, you know, theory, you know, that's the theory part. Say conspiracy though, and all of that, the other end of it is when you find out what it is, you know.
Well,
Surprise.
the conspiracy is when you get together with somebody else and say, "Hey, we're going to throw a surprise party for so and so." That's a
Yeah,
conspiracy. That's two or more
conspire.
people gathering, yeah, for a plan involving someone else.
Mm-hmm.
That's the conspiracy. That's why I
That's the
say
setup,
conspiracy.
you
Yeah,
know.
it's everywhere.
That's where the woman gotta find out how she gonna tell such and such that they pregnant. You know, it's always a thought process. It happens in the heavens before it comes to the earth. You know, it's a spiritual war, and that's what the theory is. You know, it's like where you say, "Hey, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that," and you do that shit. Opposed to, you know, where you don't do it. You know, it's all gonna remain in the theatrical essence. You know, it's gonna be a blueprint until
Yeah, I like
you
that.
really do it.
You mentioned a word theater, right? And
See,
that,
whoo,
yeah,
yeah, the
that
eater.
sounds like theory. Yeah,
Yep.
a
Where
play.
you go, like where you get to the movie and get to the end of the movie at the theater. Like, you know, I'll be damned. Like I can't do it because I'll be calling myself stupid. So like every movie that I cashed out, I got the point. I didn't walk out that motherfucker confused and wanting to be entertained. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like I was really in that motherfucker paying attention. Like I really want my money back if it ain't popping right. Like I ain't just gonna be
There,
talking about it's stupid.
look, look at what Mommy Chula says in the chat. Mind's eye
The auras. Shout
theories,
out.
Can
Shout out.
can you read
theories.
it?
The auras or theology rises, or the origins, or the originals, or threes, three
Yeah.
threes.
Yep, theories. Yep, she cold with it. You know what I'm saying? Just
There's
saying
them
three.
threes. That Trinity, man.
So
That's life, man, woman, and child.
there he
I
is.
mean, there's trinities of others too, like other stuff, but them threes, them three scratches.
Three lines.
Pyramids,
There
triangles.
it look, three lines. There it
Three
is. There it
stripes.
is. There it is, like a diary. Theories, diaries, thoughts, leery.
Sun, moon, and earth.
Say that one more time, bro.
The sun, the moon, and the earth. That's a three
Yeah.
entity
That's a trinity.
relationship. Yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm. The moon will be the left of say the moon is like the left of the earth's face, and the sun will be the right of the earth's face, and then the earth in the middle is the literal nose. Like imagine looking at it. The earth is the tangibility, it's the part of this existence that we are touching on. And that's like us looking at our nose. Cross-eyed, like with the two eyes. So your left face and right face is really like say 100% the masculine side is the side of man, and the 100% left side is the side of woman, and they make one face.
Peace, Mason Melt.
That's crazy, man. Y'all be having me going in. But it's either it is. It's like that. You have that type of control, or it's gonna be over you.
Who's seen that movie? They've cloned Tyrone. And underground, there's laboratories, and they show in the movie how they play music, and it was controlling the people, and then they were eating chicken, and it was causing them to laugh and all this stuff. And there's all these subliminal messages that I think align with reality, real life. Like I think this whole plane, they're observing us while doing many different things, like using frequencies and sound and you know stuff like alchemy, chemicals, and then they study us. These people are mad scientists.
Let's talk about
warlocks. That's what they are. Go ahead.
Charles, real quick. Clone Tyrone, right? Now everybody knows the chicken has been cloned. You know, but the chicken is what it is. It's a chicken. Right? Say this is the whole thing. Remember Ozzy Osbourne ate the head off the bat. This is the same thing we doing eating
so
chicken.
They say. But yeah, I've seen the video. I think I did. Yeah.
Yeah. I put a post up about it. It's real fresh on it's fresh on my noodle, on my mind. But say where he ate the bat, that's no different from us eating the chicken or whatever flesh being that you eat. Just cause you didn't say fillet that motherfucking you eating the leg don't mean it's not symbolically the same as you biting its head off. Like Ozzy did the bat. You know what I mean? So the chicken eating person who will find some things funny, you know, like after you eat this stuff or you realize it's just a simple meal. And that's what I find funny is people don't got their own chicken on the farm. That's what's funny about taking a bite of chicken and not realizing, you know, that like say somebody else is feeding you chicken instead of you feeding yourself the chicken. You know, or really having that control. This, you know, this what they were saying. The say the establishment was providing that chicken that people was laughing at. Or like where Jamie Foxx looked around, you know, and motherfuckers is in there laughing. You know how you have a good time while you eating your food, bro? Who wanna sit around crying and eat? Everybody smiling and laughing over this food. I ain't never seen a motherfucker crying and eating chicken. You know what I mean? So like you gotta just peep that game, man. That's what's funny. Like, and how much chicken can you eat, right? Because funny is enough where you get full of the food. Food for thought. Enough. Funny.
Food for thought. Take it in, let it digest. Apply it to life, and don't let no one stop your progress.
Okay. Yeah, twist them words like them birds, you know. Wrap them up, man. Wrap up them chickens. But you can't lie. That look at the cloud on my little avatar. It got that gold boat is like the chicken's legs. It's just like the chicken how they show the egg with the two chicken legs sticking out the bottom and the egg walking around. Remember that picture or that depiction?
I think so.
All of this stuff is what it is, man. Once you tap in, you will become a endless, say, conveyor belt of just stuff that you manifest how you see it. You know, that's what turned into the gifts that people give each other. You know, it's real, man.
You make beats in the groove?
Yeah.
Okay, shout out C, man.
Oh yeah.
Bro, we changing the whole damn scenery. Mixing the songs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
People don't see this shit. They don't see it.
Yeah, I will say on that topic, I do think right now is a good time to be doing this sort of thing because you know they're pushing this AI music really hard and heavy,
Oh, I hate
and
it.
I think yeah, and I think ultimately if they jump the shark, because these are the record companies, if you take it at base level, record companies trying to get rid of the artists so they can control the whole process and make all the money on the top end. If you want to look at it that way.
Wow.
Well, I definitely think that those of
They're
us
gonna
out here,
create their own characters, you mean? Imagine that, man. They're gonna create
yeah.
fake characters and idols for people to worship.
And they've already kind of been doing that, but I think there
Yeah.
is going to be a rebound. I think there is going to be a point where people are going to return to, you know, real
Originality.
human
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
They won't. They
So,
gonna want to go back, but it's gonna be a point where you can't go back. You know.
yeah. Well, that's why I think we need to assert our own, you know, make our
For
own
real.
record label, make our own communities. I think we need to get back to more websites, more individual websites where people can come to get your stuff, because that's how they controlled the music industry back in the you know 80s and 90s for sure. It was all controlled by the distribution.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Promotion and propaganda. Yeah.
yeah,
That's the
so I
way
think it's
they.
a good,
You know.
yeah, it's a good time to be asserting ourselves in that avenue. I
Produce.
think.
Produce. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. Say that's where you get abundance. You know, abundance is where, like, say somebody could take all of that from you. You know,
Yep.
yet you'd remain safe like um like the treasure in your safe. You know what I mean? Because it's like where a person to steal everything that you got, where it came from within you. You are all that and the bag of chips. You know, so like yeah, a person that would take everything that you manifest basically wants to be you. So this is where you get a clone. Walk like you and talk like you and say the same shit you say. It's like you know, what's that? Yo, the grade of thinking, like if your thinking has no pushback where you can remain yourself, the next person thoughts is gonna be like a bully is gonna be what they say go. Instead of you being able to say, no, this is how I'm seeing it, because where you got your existence and I have mine, I'm supposed to have mine like you got yours. So it's gonna be like two trees growing together, you know, instead of you know, them complementing each other. It's gonna be one that's like a parasite to the other, you know, by default. And
And that's
if
what
you
they've done. they've hijacked everybody. You know, when you basically sign
Yeah.
like a major record contract, is they hijack you and then they steer it. They do all your album art, they do your video, visual, and even to control the lyrics at a certain point. I think that's why like debut albums are so much better than everything that comes after.
Oh, they definitely control the album because you gotta play it for them, and then they okay it.
Yeah.
So that's why being independent is everything. And that makes sense that they would want to create digital characters and control the whole build. They do it now with real people, but
Yeah.
then you don't gotta pay to train them. You know, they're just fake characters. They automatically sound good. You create their own. That I don't know. That's too far. I
Yeah,
couldn't
bro.
listen to music that.
Bro,
Know,
Wise. Hey, Wise, they literally like it's like no. It's like, no, you don't get to be you how you want to be you. It's like they'll shut the real you up and let the clone you entertain the world. Like, say, where you will be put, where they talk about these so-called prisons. These people is on like a cryogenic sleep. I'm telling you, and they sleep for however long this spaceship that we own is going to the destination. Sleep 20 fucking 30 years, and you gotta like say your talent become the gift that's the curse that'll buy you the ticket to the cryogenic sleep where we going from here to there. But in between that, all of the people who really living, we gonna die. Say come back, you know, we gonna die again, come back. Why I say that one person is still sleep, been sleep fucking 100 years. You know what I mean? Like the Willy Wonka movie, man. They get the ticket to that motherfucking warehouse is symbolically the fucking spaceship, like them showing you the lovely underground bunker. This motherfucker singing with a purple top hat and a cane. You know what I'm saying? Showing you the brochure and the, you know, cause it's like where people, you know, where they become aware of themselves being a wolf, or they aware that they alive in the world, they don't want to die. Period. People are scared of death, and that's your superpower, because that's like, you know, where you shed the snake skin or you cocoon the into the butterfly. People so scared to go through that process, they'll freeze themselves. Look, a cryogenic sleep is like you dead in a casket. But you ain't felt no pain, and you just been put to sleep. Know what I mean? This is the ticket that buys you that expensive ass. I mean, the talent that buys you that expensive ass ticket. Neo got one in the Matrix, just like the little boy got the ticket in Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory. The little boy was looking for that motherfucker. Like, you only gonna get it if you want it. Ain't nobody gonna be able to hear the phone ringing but you. You know what I mean? And I think that's what all of our civilizations is gonna come to, because we gonna get tired of staying the same or just doing the same type of thing. You know, it's gonna have to, the volume's gonna turn up to where it fall again and we reset. Like the system resets itself instead of sitting there scared to bust the move, you know, and live the life. We be so cornered up and, you know, like fucking shamans.
Like Jehovah Witness.
Yeah, man. Like the child of Bethlehem, a whole bunch of grown people wrapped in blankets trying to stay warm and stay alive, like a little baby that's vulnerable to the world and will die if you don't wrap them up and keep them warm. Know what I mean? But that's how people end up in this world where they realize that they are in existence. Know what I mean? They ain't gonna ever want to say be born again, because that's what death is, like breaking out or breaking through another eggshell. You know what I mean? Up, gotta roll up.
What is that in the video game? An NPC? What are they called? A non.
Yeah.
Non-playable characters.
Yeah.
Yep, they insist on doing nothing. You know, but they like if they really about their shit, then they paying attention. They
Well,
just like, you know,
a non.
an NPC is a motherfucking a person that's meditating.
Non-player control. So those are like the people in the video game, like that you can't control, like the bosses. Unless you're playing Mortal Kombat, you could pick the boss. But it's the people in those videos they play. Those are NPCs, right?
And they run on a simple program, yeah.
Yeah.
So NPCs in real life, you know, are like fucking fully programmed.
They are literally the bystander, where you can be the doer. You can be the doer of the situation. This where the dude Eminem tried to tell us. And it was in one of the signature songs. You know that song they forgot about Dre?
Yeah, of course. Even
Man.
that other song I hate. Hi, my name is. I hated that song.
Hey, it's all in, you know, say
There's
it's
a lot
in
of
the
symbology
language.
in it, right?
Yeah. Hi. You feel me? The opposite of low. You know what I mean? It's where he came out, he was like that. You know, Slim Shady was like a goofy motherfucker, but you know what I mean?
Then he died. And somebody replaced him.
Calamity, right? Yeah. Amityville. Look, he said it like you can go from being like literally the star player, right? Where you know, opposite of an NPC, non-playable character. It's like that fucking bum that be sitting on the corner. No, he got a Benz around the corner or some shit. No, she got a big ass house down the street. But they on the corner, you know what I mean? This how they got that damn house. You feel me? They be playing like some NPCs on the corner with a cup, talking about they work for something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
then,
they hack in the Matrix, yeah.
Yep. Soon as you turn your back, they done threw on the Matrix glasses, got a nice ass fur coat on. Motherfucker look like Cruella DeVille. You hear me? Motherfucker done jumped in the coop with the damn skint dog jacket on. You know, the NPC, this where Eminem said it though, Charles. He said the shit, man. Like that's what they were saying in the whole video. Like he burnt up the motherfucking house and he came back and played like he didn't know what happened. You know what I mean? But he said him and Dre stood next to the burnt down house with a can full of gas and a handful of
matches.
Yeah, and still nobody found out. You know what I mean? So
yeah, well
this it.
You're right, bro. These people that are just
today and tomorrow's the new.
Look, NPC, Insane Clown Posse. ICP.
That's ICP.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. This is where I think did he mention John Wayne Gacy? I think he mentioned John Wayne Gacy, but anyway, that's what they saying with the dude John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah, who's seen the movie where Eminem said, "I'm gay"? I remember seeing that movie years ago. Yeah, Eminem plays a part and they're interviewing him and he said that he's gay in the movie. It's supposed to be a joke. But he says it with a straight face and he's dead serious the whole time.
Yeah, Yeah, cause yep, he can say what he say because he know that gay surpasses the basic way people think about that word called gay. Know what I'm
Nah, he might
saying?
be gay. I
See,
think Eminem's gay.
look. Look, I'm telling you, bro. All of the crazy bullshit that he say, that's that gay shit. Like where he
Think about
talking
it.
about.
When
Listen,
did you ever see Eminem with a lady or a woman anywhere he went? Never.
look. His whole life he argue and fight with his girlfriend, bro. He got a
That's
wife,
in the
man.
song. We never seen that in real life. To
Like, look,
me, M's whole career, I never seen him with a wife or a chick or anything.
right?
And
Look,
I
look.
got
This
respect for
what I'm
Eminem.
telling you.
He's a nice lyricist, but it just
This
anyway.
what
Go ahead.
this look when he came out, he was talking about the
Let me not
homophobic
diss him
world.
before he comes
You know what I
after
mean?
us.
Nah, it ain't no this or you know what I'm saying. This is what it is. With this, where he was pointing out, like you could say, he could say that he gay for talking about gay people. You know what I mean? Where he
Yeah,
pointing
and
out the fruity ass groups and the weird ass boy band groups that was moonwalking like Michael Jackson with fluffy socks on. This what like you are what you talking about, what you identify with. That's you looking in the mirror. You know what I mean? This is why he could talk about the shit that he was talking about because it's more of a thing where we are here to learn about it, opposed to where a motherfucker just you can't even say exist in a room around somebody that's like that. You know what I mean? But why is you glitching so damn much? Like, let that motherfucker be who he is. If he gay, then where you start to judge it, you know what gay is. You know what I mean? Like where you point one finger, three of them point back at you, man. Know what I'm saying? The whole thing, like say where you have to listen to music, you gotta picture it. You know, the pictures are flash quick as the words are said. So with this, if you don't have control over that, you know, like I wonder how people car be driving when they listen to a person that rap fast. You know, like can you
you're
project
supposed to
and
paint a picture. No, I'm not dissing Eminem or judging him,
no,
but just the way in that movie, the skit, um, you got to see it. You might change your mind. I forgot the
no
name of the
doubt.
movie.
Look, you remember that line he said he was like, I'm escaping this through this hole that is gaping.
Yeah,
It's like say that black hole, you know what I
he's
mean?
coming through the vortex, the
Yeah.
vagina, the
Know what I mean?
portal.
Yeah, it's a look, it's a whole thing. You feel me? Where you could that's why they be calling the nigga Superman and shit. I done tied him to being Neo in the Matrix, where this is all about learning how to fly. Remember Neo took the jump in the Matrix? This
But we
is
all
this is
knew.
yeah. This what Eminem is Neo.
He might be showing the example,
He's
right?
showing the example, yeah.
But it's up to us to all become the Neo. It's up to us to all become the Jesus
Yeah.
instead of waiting on one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. We're
Exactly.
the
Real. That's how
savior.
you. Yep, groove. Yep. That's how we build. That's how you build yourself. Because if you can identify yourself throughout, like say, looking at the next person, this is where you are showing them respect, but at the same time, you are reflecting your image. Like it's you. And people be ashamed to respect they outer selves. This is where we end up. Like say a person can't show you love, but a motherfucker can show tear you apart. You hear me? They will stomp you down and treat you like you would look like chewed bubble gum when they get done with your ass, but they can't do the opposite of that where it's respecting the game. Period. No coma involved. Nobody gotta die. DOT. Nobody gotta die inside of a coma because a motherfucker wanna say not respect the reflection. You know what I mean? This is how a whole group of gorillas can coexist and they numbers arise past ours. And they just some animals, let a basic human tell you. You know what I mean? But where you respect the game, this is how we all save the one. And you save yourself by say sharing your greatness with the next person. All of your outer selves, you know what I mean?
It's the
It's the
movie
world.
The Interview. I just had to say that. Yep.
Let's get it, bro. The enter you. That ain't that what it looked like when Morpheus
Well,
got to talking with Neo? The interview. Two couch chairs, a little group to the side, like they was recording, like a little mic over the where you can't see the camera. That's how you make the movie.
an interview is
You the
talking about
cameraman.
yourself, right? So you're kind of introspecting,
Yeah.
and when you intermingle with someone else or with others, reflecting your view, that is an interview.
Yeah. Your
Yep.
point
An
of view.
interview.
Points of view, points of light where you resonate.
Just like the internet.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Or the Ethernet.
Damn,
which
bro.
is
A slingshot. The rubber band. Go ahead, though. My fault. I'm just lit up right now. Y'all got me on the roll up here, man.
what the hell happened?
Can you hear me?
There we go.
Okay. There go Hab. H&B back.
Yeah, I put them on and it took them off on its own, real quick, like that. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Peace, mindful exposures, and what it is, B.
Man, I got so much I want to talk with y'all about, man.
Well, it kind of all comes down to awareness. We were talking about NPCs a minute ago, and anytime we've subverted ourselves to this idea that I hear from a lot of people around me is I just got to go to work and pay my bills. I can't be worried about this or that, right? Well, you've made yourself an NPC in that regard, right? Taking away all your personal power, and you're reverting to the simple program. And I hold hope that eventually people are going to wake up to realize we are the programmers. So as long as we have people around us reverting to the simple NPC-like program, that's created this dysfunction around us.
Talk about it, bro. You on point, because it's like nobody has that little part of their life where they do set. You know how Neo couldn't even get back to work on time because he had that part of his life where he was like Batman, trying to see what was really going on behind the mirror, like behind why he got to go to jobs and be stagnated and at times bored, where it's just like, damn, he didn't have nothing to do, like where you say you give up your power, you revert to say white collar and controlled by the tie, motherfucker pulling you back and forth to work, you flying, the cape is in front of you, a little necktie, you being pulled instead of you flying with a cape on the back of your neck, right? So this is where he was being dragged and drugged to work. He was sleepwalking back and forth to work. But we all know that it's more to the existence where, that's where our world is gray. Everything's gray before you turn the color on. That's the gray city. The cement is the gray picture. Like them old ass movies, the concrete jungle is gray. So until you get out of that you're gonna be in the black and white where everywhere you go in these towns, the states and cities, they talk about some fucking Illuminati in the checkered floor. That's the gray world. That's the gray TV.
You blur the lines, yep.
Yeah. And it's up to you to get some HD picture and some, you know, vivid overstanding in the script that's projecting through your television. You know, the program that you want to see, you got to make that happen. And if you don't, you just gonna watch what they put on the television. You know what I mean? Instead of taking it and breaking it the way you want it to, you need it to be, where, you know, it can be an assistance to your existence. Like Batman had that friend named Alfred. Shit, Alfred was AI. God damn it. Always had a silver platter in his hand talking about, what would you want? Master Wayne, Master Bruce, whatever his name went, Bruce Wayne. You know, that's all AI is. It's the hand of God that's a service hand. But that motherfucker got a negative hand and a positive one. The negative one is Freddy Krueger gloved up. That motherfucker will cut you. And the other one is, it ain't playing either.
Well, that's a prime example. Also, these superheroes, right? And all these movies. Like once you become Superman, why would you ever go back to being Clark Kent? But they still did that. They still lived this double life, just like in the Matrix, right?
Yeah.
That duality.
Because you got to go in and help the blind people. The blind people is who the superhero helps. That's why we going back and forth into the Matrix. Your little brother is in that motherfucker. Everybody you know is in it. Your whole existence is in it. It's the present where you done came up out of there. You used to be a toy for somebody to play with in that motherfucker. Till you start thinking outside the box. And you look up, you done elevated, and now it's like when you come visit on Christmas, you are Santa. You the one that's totally different from your whole family looking through the window before you knock on the door. You know what I mean? And you ain't seen your mama all year. Everybody's birthday, the end of the fucking year. Christmas, everybody getting a present. Baby Jesus, everybody. Every single soul. You know, so yeah, this shit is real. You got to be able to put it together though, because we fuck up our picture where we be say we be young and we think we know. You know what I'm saying? We'll have something talking about we can comprehend it, and we only then seen the cover of the book. We ain't even opened the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So in all essence, we done turned Santa into Satan. You can keep it Santa. You ain't gotta acknowledge it as Satan.
Well, look at NASA. It's just missing the T. But I learned yesterday that when they do a countdown, they say T minus 10, 9. Now, someone brought up that why do they say T minus? Because if you add a T to NASA, it spells Satan, and they got the slithering tongue of a snake in their logo. The vector is the snake tongue.
Like a straw sucking up.
Yeah. They say the snake tongue's a vector that represents, you know, now I know the snake or the serpent can represent energy too, but
yeah, it winds like where a snake could wind like a traffic cone. That's a portal that's like sucking in. You know, like the snake could constrict the motherfucker. That's like you being in a tornado. So it's like a sinkhole, like say NASA with the split tongue. That split tongue is like say a portal. middle of black space. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, like, and I just acknowledge that part of it because that's the part I can't stand on. Like, imagine you flipping upside down and running up in the sky. Like that's the part of the world, as above, so below. It's like in the grooves, signal or his avatar looked like a signal going out.
Yeah, it's the Doppler effect actually for sound.
Mm-hmm. Radar Doppler. Yeah.
Well, like when a train is moving towards you, right? The sound is very small until it passes you, and then it sounds totally different going away from you.
Mm-hmm.
It gets
Like
bigger. The sound is bigger.
Right. What you get when you put the shape in, you know, say a tornado is like a slim triangle, a tall triangle. You put one on top of the other one, you get basically a diamond like star shape. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was in
Like,
the Hellraiser movie also, if you remember. I think it was Hellraiser 2.
yeah. That movie
Oh,
was so weird.
you're talking about what is that called? That symbol? You said the star like a shaped like a what?
The like a triangle on top of another one.
Like a
Oh
diamond.
yeah, not a 6-pointed star, but a what is it called? Metatron, or I forgot the name of the symbol.
Not a
Man.
tetrahedron, huh?
There you go. Yes.
Yeah.
Look. They talk exactly about the tetrahedron being the Merkaba. You know,
Ka and the Ba.
you put those two triangles on top of each other, and boom, that is what you get, the tetrahedron, which is like the geometrical shapes of the Merkaba that's talked about. Where like this is basically how they say the spaceships will pull up, like in the films where they be real macro, where the spaceship be big as the sky itself. Um, that's a Merkaba. You know, like say it split the clouds. You know how they did it, how they showed us that motherfucking big ass plate UFO apparatus on Independence Day.
Damn. I think about that sometimes. Like, how big does the government have fucking crafts? You know? Could they be building shit like in Antarctica or even they could be anywhere under the ocean? Who knows? Building football field size fucking spaceships to do their fake alien poop.
The size of continents, man. Just
Fake
like they talk
alien invasion.
You calling it, bro. Just like they say Turtle Island, like imagine all of that on the back of a turtle. You know what I mean? But it's hidden,
Man.
like, you know, that's where they talk about the cabin in the woods. You know, where Batman, he got his little bat wing shaped jet, and he'll fly that motherfucker right into the bushes.
Do you think these fake alien invasions, they're gonna have manned and unmanned craft, right? But they might cook up some super soldiers in their laboratories underground. You know, they might be cooking up some shit like what movie with Arnold, the Terminator, you know, cooking up some robots.
Yeah. Now look. Say if or when that shit happens, right? Is it really gonna be fake? If you was to see some shit, look, if you was to really see some shit like you saw the Independence Day film on that little box that was plugged
it'll be
into the
real.
wall.
It'll be real.
Yeah.
People be dying but the fake lie would be that they were aliens doing it when it was our government's doing it.
see, like
other than that, it's real.
Yeah, it get deep. Is, you know, say the thing with the alien, you know, the motherfucker is real, man. Now we just talking about like how you could put your your two fingers inside, like say how they made the cast to the Ninja Turtle mode, like where the turtle looked like it had three fingers, you know, two big fingernails and one big thumb. Your body will be the negative space that's going inside that suit. You know, you the alien in there where the same thing is happening right now with your skeleton in your skin. The alien is real, bro. I'm telling you, the three scratches, like these motherfuckers can't just make this shit up, bro. It boy, they need the fucking Oscar. Cause where I'm looking and I see through it is it's like what can I do about it?
I'm looking at In the Groove's video. I just got to say, and when I look at the sky now, it looks like an LED TV screen.
Yeah, we basically just like them damn little flies up under that lamp in the street. That's what you looking up at.
I wonder
Earth is
why
a,
the sun
you
is
know,
white,
street
man. What
lamp.
are they doing to make the sun white? You know, is it all the spraying? The sunlight reflecting back up? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think they doing shit. You know, like this power is a lot more than I'll give them any credit for. I gotta give this to say the part that I'm forced to mentally believe about where you know, like I ain't trying to crack open my fucking head and look at my brain. I know it's a part of this world where I'm forced to use my brain and see it for what it is where I can't touch it. You know,
Put
that's
your
how
brain on cruise control. Peace, Void,
yeah.
and
You were
peace
talking
to
about it's
random
red.
fan and Misael.
Peace, Miss.
You're talking about the
Random.
sky, right? How does the black sun play into that? Because I look at the sky and I see it's almost like yeah, it looks blue, right? Blue and clear. But there
Mm-hmm.
almost seems to be like that effect when you look at like an inverted image. Like if you invert the colors on a image on your computer,
Mm-hmm.
it has almost like a black layer filter in it. And it's kind of what I see
Yeah.
when I look at the sky, right? It's like there's a blackness to it, even though it's blue.
Mhm. Right.
So
Like say the other side is just like the moon, right? Look where we just talked about the Merkaba, right? Say the Merkaba is macro level, say where this thing, you know, they say it'd be so big it could, you know, partially block out the sun where it'll be in the sky like clouds. You know how a thick cloud could cover all the blueness of the sky. Now look, they showed it with the design of the Prometheus ship. It was shaped like a C, yet it went forward like a horseshoe. Where it's shaped like a C, this is how, like, imagine you taking a
come on.
simple, say a simple Merkaba design like we initially spoke on, say the slim, tall triangle, right, Charles?
Yeah.
The slim one, you put one as above, so below. You put them together, it becomes like a scepter, like Aquaman or have or something. You know, have a button at the center where to extend, and you know it'll grow larger from both ends and be sharp on both ends. You know what I mean? Say you take that scepter and you bend it. You bend that scepter and it becomes like the crescent moon. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what brass knuckles are. You know, like where you wear rings on your finger and stuff, like they bend around your fist. You know what I mean? So this is exactly how the spaceship is over our head right now. I know I'm going crazy, man. I just had to get that out real quick. Look, see, crazy. Like the crest, like say, where you just mentioned it in the groove, the other side of the moon, whether it was like a flat plate up there or a ball spherical. We don't see the other side of it. So it is like eclipsing is some kind of filter behind it. If it's not the filter itself, because it is projecting the light out in every direction. If it ain't just a beam like laser strip, you know, where the light projecting and is triangulating over everything that it covers. Let me put my phone on the charger, y'all.
Well, isn't that odd? I don't know how the moons operate for other planets, but I'm assuming they spin around. I'm assuming if you're on, say, Jupiter, that one of the Jupiter, the Jupiter moons, there's many. I'm assuming they all spin around and they're not locked into just looking at one side all the time. How we've never even had explained to us how that anomaly really exists.
Yeah,
Scientifically,
I feel you, bro. Because like, say if it
looks
didn't,
like the reflection in the pool. Somebody showed a video of light reflection in the pool. Looks like, when stars are vibrating.
No doubt. Like say if it ain't spinning, like say we could take the cue ball on a pool table and spin that motherfucker, and even if we do spin it, the white ball, you can't see that it's spinning. It's just a white ball. You can't see that it's spinning. It has no detail. It's just you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So if the moon isn't spinning where you see phases or faces or facades of the moon, it's keeping its eye on the ball, like you could cross your eyes and look at your nose. It's keeping its eye on the ball because it's up there to look at the earth. Like we talk about, we going to the fucking moon. The moon is coming to the earth, and it's keeping its eye on the ball. Know what I'm saying? So where it is spinning around, it's looking, it ain't spinning like a crazy spinning head, but it's like walking around looking at the earth, walking around it. You know what I mean? And like where it gets at angles where it's tipping, it's like us, like how we look, like, get down close to something and look at it. That's the phases in the shadow, the dark shade of it. The dark shade of the moon is the same blackness that you kind of just, if I ain't tripping, you just mentioned that blackness, the black filter behind the sun in both of them. Uh-oh, go ahead, bro.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, none of that makes sense, and we've been given no explanations that make sense on any of that, and we got all these experts, and none of them have an answer. That's a red flag, man.
Look at this. I just put up a post, right? It was about Michael Jackson, but say the moonwalker thing that he was talking about, where he was showing us that bright ass light with his feet lit up. He had glittery socks and black shoes, which represent hoofs on a deer or a horse. You know how they wear them black boots? Like the light that was on that black ass stage, he was showing us him walking on the moon. It's projection of light. That bright ass light, that spotlight he was walking around on that black stage was symbolically the moon. It's where you open up the thought process and you can go anywhere in this place like they be telling you. Like where you point the wine that they be talking about Harry Potter be holding, that's where you pointing your nose and that's where you want to go. Your whole body is the wand. Or like say, say, a telescope. Because every time you step outside and look, you go to the moon. You just look at it. And I'm a man right there.
Well, and to keep it simple, man, it's like dealing with the predicament that we're all in. It's it's funny how people recognize that there's a power to certain decisions they can make in their life, whether they want to take a job or quit a job or ask a girl to marry them or make a baby, right? We can do some major things just based off of simple decisions. But when it comes to things like, this voting, all these events in the world that nobody seemingly agrees with, it's like,
Right.
where's the disconnect there between the decision? Because we could wake up tomorrow, decide to change everything. It just needs to happen, dude. That's where we're at.
Yep. Like everybody, like we go from micro to macro. We just big babies. Court becomes the fucking schoolhouse.
Yeah.
And everybody voicing their opinions on what they learning. And if, say, the majority of the jury doesn't want to conform with the few, the one or the two that's making the sense that could help subside the problem and the confusion that the masses have, if they don't do that, then it's gonna be the fuckery. There's gonna be a whole bunch of people in the stadium screaming for Michael Jackson and Michael Jordan instead of their own son they done named Michael
Obama.
See?
Yo.
Why you
John
say that?
Wick #4 is fucking dope.
John Wick 4?
Yeah, it's alright. I like all of them.
Reed, the Renaissance man.
Yeah, he's no joke. He's a good actor. I don't care if he does witchcraft. That's his business.
That's my nigga. Everybody doing their
I don't know him.
Exactly.
So I can't say he killed people and he's evil. That's hearsay. So
all of these people kill themselves by, like, they become the bat that Ozzy chewed his head off. Because if you got the nerve, if you got the energy to, say, worship somebody like that, then they didn't just
worship
kill you.
yourself. What's wrong with that? And I don't mean that in a selfish way. I mean worship yourself with love. And what's wrong with loving yourself? Religion tries to teach you that's your ego, and that's but yeah, they want you to just self-destruct.
I got a better word.
Self-confidence. Yep.
A better word than love yourself or love others would be honor.
Yep. Honor Abel. Yep. Cain and Abel. Yep. That's the truth. Because it's like, say, that's like how the strong survive. That's what I want to say. They very honorable. I bet you that. That's how the strong survive. You feel me? And so be it. You feel me? Because a lot of people they into that. They into living like autopilots. Autobots. This is what I think they telling us with Transformers, like, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucking Optimus Prime, boy, that nigga had some motherfucking character, didn't he? He was very sentimental, like, and serious, like he was alive as us, like he got our attitude. That motherfucker was human, man.
And we kind of think that this idea about cyborgs and clone people and robotic people, we think this is all kind of new ideas and new technology. But if you look up a thing called automatons, they've been making basically human figures with clockwork mechanisms inside of them since like at least the 1500s. They got automatons you can look up where they're making these little dolls.
I'll be sure to tap into it.
Yeah.
AUTOMOTONS.
Yeah. Automatons.
Appreciate it. Say all of them, man. That's how Bumblebee talked. You know, he was like a whole bunch of different radio stations with single words from this station combined with that station. Just so we could say I love you. Look, that's the 3 lines. The 3 lines, the puppet, the 3 lines, like, you know, like say you could say 3 words to a woman and get her, like you was just saying, like, you know, the simple stuff where you could build, you know. But it's like if you don't know about those 3 lines and you just willy-nilly and all that, that's how they get tangled up. That's like how you run into a girl and drop all of the books at school. You know, the car wrecks in the streets, all of the accidents that happen in the world. You know what I mean? Because the puppeteer is pulling you. Like, this is where they get to make the movie Final Destination, man. Look up a whole damn brick and fell on your damn skull just off of a building. You know what I mean? Now what got you right there? I think they telling us. The puppet master. Where you don't really have control over this shit like you think you do. If the creator or the guardian angels ain't seeing you through this, your ass is you without. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
On the good side or the bad side. Your ass will be stuck in the abyss because we are not working alone. It's always somebody out here that's, you know, inspired you. It's some puppeteer over you. If it's not yourself and you just giving yourself the you know, say ingenuity to be able to be in to have integrity. You know what I mean? If you just stay stuck in a box where a motherfucker done made a world for you and it stay like that, oh man, here go the Payless shoes. Just sitting in the box, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then individually you have to choose your master in a way, you know.
Yeah.
And
with common sense or whatnot, spiritual common sense, huh?
Right.
Your morals and your standards, how you're gonna carry yourself. Yeah, you know, because some people know that they have that, you know, natural stream of, you know, how the world is basic. You know, say you eat, you get full.
When you speak truth, people look at you like this.
That motherfucker look like one of them heavy horned ox.
That's the fluoride face.
Yeah, he sure
Give
look
you
like
that
he's
look
spoiled.
like, what are you saying?
He look like he's spoiled. And that's a young soul right there. Young soul. He look like he's speeding, don't he? Fuckers be weird, man. Yeah, man, I appreciate building with y'all though. I have to go ahead and jump down in a couple minutes, man. I'm still here though. But I'm just giving a heads up because I do appreciate this greatness right now all the time.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on the big
Energies are
reveal,
real.
man.
Look at them off. That's
Who captures these, right? Like, perfect
yeah,
time.
man.
Had to be a video, and then they like do it frame for frame. I've never seen nothing like that.
Shit, they look like
It's the
let me
electric universe.
yeah, let me can I show you something right here with this picture you got up, right? Like say if you could make the picture even where say where we see the lights meet the sky and stuff. Like if you could put that, you don't got to. I'm just saying if you could put that in the middle of the screen and like show it even the blackness even with the light. This where you will see that you literally all of them lights is the gold line that's in the street that you be driving down. You see the street that this picture is. All of them lights is literally that's the yellow line that's painted in the middle of every street. So that's how you look at the street without looking down at the strip that be under your feet. Where you identify that horizon line, that's the gold line that's
Look
in
at
the traffic.
both of them got two main strips that come down. So does this one. That's crazy.
Yep. So if
Notice
it is, bro, like what you
that's the
showed me,
hand of God reaching down out the clouds.
bro. Look, Charles. Imagine that cage that you were showing earlier. Remember that cage is it looked like a bird cage with the spike on the
Oh
top.
yeah, yeah.
Imagine it traveling down that electric boat. This how they showed us that the damn telephone booth going through space and time. That's something you pulled that up at the beginning of this build. That bell, because I'm saying that because they say that it was said that light beings travel via light bolt. Feel me? Where the lightning struck a tree and cracked it and blew the power out, that motherfucker jumped down here. Like you ask me, just like they show Superman landing. They said they said the squirrels, they land just like superheroes land. If they was to jump and fall out of a tree or something. You ever hear about that, y'all?
No, but I could kind of see that with like a flying squirrel or something.
Yep. Say his tail, it flop up off behind him just like a cape kind of curls or whatnot. You know how the cape curls at the end
Right.
of Superman and Batman's feet, the back of them. I seen the picture myself. This is why, like even though I know it could have been Photoshop, but the person that made this, he showed it was so many different squirrels where I know it's real, but I ain't seen it. I ain't caught that and seen it, where I froze the image. If I ever seen a squirrel fall out the tree, I didn't see him landing like Batman was jumping off the side of the building or Spider-Man and shit. You know how they be landing them signature lands and shit. I never caught that picture, but I don't deny that it's real. Yep, there it
This
go.
picture.
Yep. This where look, remember on the Ninja Turtles, they had Splinter in there. Splinter was in that cage. no matter the size, you know what I mean? You could scale it yourself. They said Splinter was in that cage, and he observed his the one who kept him in that cage, he observed him do karate. So he was the rat in the cage, literally, that learned how to do karate. And say whether the rat isn't doing it like we'll put a rat in the movie and make him do karate. You know what I mean? Literally Ninja Turtles.
That looks like Masonic pillars, too.
This
Electronic receivers, more like.
This looks like freaking Tesla coils on a whole other level.
Mm-hmm.
And those look like government people.
Yeah, you put
And this is underground. What if they could create liquefaction with these weapons? Open up frequencies, man.
They know that. Yeah, they can.
People start disappearing, like in when Thanos had all the he put all the crystals on that glove, and people were disappearing when he was fucking with what was it, time? Or not time, existence, I think.
Yeah, just yep. Motherfuckers was all of the timeline type shit.
It was turning into nothing.
Yep, Clash of the Titans.
I feel woozy, and he disappeared. I forgot who didn't disappear. Wasn't it people like trying to think who didn't.
Most of all of them did.
Iron Man, he didn't.
He died though. He died and he came back.
Yeah, that's Jesus Christ's uncle.
Thanks to the timeline, the merging of timelines, you know. But like they show us all, like where we be talking about it ourselves. Somebody die here, like rest in peace. You live on through me. You know what I'm saying? You live on through me. But yeah, the thoughts, like where I can see you, that's ghostly. Or I think about you, that's ghost.
Yeah, people with these AI pictures now, because of AI and that stupid picture stuff and all that, and the way AI could take a real picture and overlay other pictures and blend them together, and it's going to create a veil over people's eyes. They're not going to be able to depict fiction from reality when it comes to computers, TV, pictures. It's all going to become, they could put you in the picture doing something you never did. That's the technology they have. They could put you in a video doing something you didn't do. They could just make your face.
Exactly. Mirror image copy. It's like where you fighting with yourself, but it's the part of you that's, you know, it's so full of ego, it's confident, it's all that, rude, all of that shit. You know, but it's like, say, it's the part of you that's not clean cut and it ain't trained and tamed. You know what I'm saying? It's
Well, I
like
always go back. I was
Uh-oh.
going to say, I was going to go back to the motive. If all these things are going on, right, it then opens up a bigger question of the motive. Why are they pursuing these things? Why would you have a weapon against mere mortal humans and perpetuate these agendas, just very anti-life, very anti-nature? You know, it leads to the spiritual questions. And then when you get into that, you got to question, okay, if we're acknowledging there's some, I mean, either way you go, if you acknowledge a creator being an overall being, why would that be allowable, first of all? But if you don't believe in that, why would mere humans be carrying out this agenda, tapping into all this, we'll call it sorcery?
Right.
Well, where did the knowledge come from originally? This is not something
Yep.
you just think up. I
Right.
don't think
It's
any of
just
us are
like
sitting around trying to figure out how to, destroy the world or
right.
manipulate weather. These are like some really out there ideas.
Yeah.
I,
Look, outlandish. It's like say where we forced in it or we forced to deal with it. That's the force that we are. We come from it. You know. So where we all get to that point, say the mirror. The point where because it's like where he touched the mirror. It got cold to him. It was like it was going up my arm, going up my neck. You know what I mean? But like, could you imagine how that felt? You know what I mean? The cold coming over your body and all that. That's what this say the whole thing with tapping into the world, because that's what's gonna happen when we fade, when we get to the part of our life where the body is like our spirit about to put down the flesh. It's like the body going cold. Just like Neo was like, oh, it's getting cold. Like, you know what I mean? That's how we fade away up out of this motherfucker. Your hot body, it'll eventually go cold and you will be forced to tap into the spiritual realm where you have all the options right now to tap in it. So you will be able to like say, put your Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy together right now.
you bring up something. I got something else. I got a question for y'all. If I
Let's get
asked you, what is normal body temperature? Do we have an answer that we know from growing up?
99.9.
Well,
I
I was
was
just
gonna say
told
100.
98.6.
Yep. Just about
Well,
in them. Yep.
all right. Well, if you look up right now, and you can research this, they do news reports on it and everything. The normal body temperature is lowering, and they don't have they don't give a good explanation why. They get some cockamamie crap. But I found it very interesting with this whole, thing from the 4 years ago.
Yeah.
What were they doing? They were checking everybody's temperature. And I could tell you mine is like still in the 97 range, but a lot of people are down in 94, 95 normal body. Now, what's up with that?
Bro, that's something deep. Cause
They're not vibrating at their full potential. You need some sea salt.
These lukewarm Christians. That's look. These lukewarm Christians.
Look at this technology, man. That the military had. They've been had drones. It's nothing new. This isn't a.
Yeah. Man, that's so deep, and all I see is the man on the motherfucking the watchtower with the gun. That's all that is. That tower alone is being a fucking hovering craft. Like people be so thrown out of whack, they don't know how to see this shit. Yeah.
And why do you need that? Like take America for example, right? We spend half the federal budget is on quote defense. Who are we defending against? It's like it makes no sense, dude.
Like it's the setup of like Battleship. Remember that game?
Yeah.
They made it a movie, but the warheads, all of that. This is all it's a setup, and it's you know, it's forced where you're gonna play the game. You know, like it's natural too. This is what the ants do. This is what you know, the animals do. They charge each other, and you know, they spar with each other for territory and ration for the food. You know, and they say they differ, but they the same difference. We all the same difference. You know what I mean? But it's like where we ain't being literally raised together, like say the depiction of the Bethlehem and all of that, and the farm and all of that. You know, if we ain't coming up together like that, then we gonna all be estranged to each other. You know, and we gonna take from each other at the gates. You know, if you know, like even if you knock and ask nicely, you still taking from mine that's, you know, inside say these walls where I built my family. You know what I mean? So it's like it's a natural thing. You know, it's like if you don't set up the walls and stuff, like everything coming in, it's gonna be cold as fuck. You know what I mean? When the seasons change, you know it's gonna be hot if you don't set up, like say your ice cube or your snow globe that you can literally control the temperature in and keep it from overheating or melt. Like you gotta make that nuclear reactor your damn self on the natural. It ain't
Right,
that no government, you know.
but at the same time, right? You know, in terms of, let's just take like food and this phrase that's always thrown around. We got to feed the world. Well, we have the technology to feed the world. We've been had it, and just like McCoy says all the time, why are there not fruit trees everywhere? You know that this is
That's a good
all
point.
purpose. It's all on purpose,
Mm-hmm.
and it's got us all thinking that we gotta insulate and gotta get a gun. I'm gonna protect my house, and I mean, we in the house, bro. You know, Earth. Let's just call Earth the house. We already
Exactly.
there, bro. Yeah, man.
Facts.
So
Facts. And look,
you
like
call this shit out, bro.
that's where like say where it'll be a whole bunch of apple trees, right? Everybody can just eat. This where it went to what it is now, because people ain't gonna appreciate where they can just sit back and they all just picking grapes and just eating and getting fat and not work. Like you gotta work for what you obtain in this place. It's like if you don't maintain the garden where it used to be trees everywhere, but where them trees was in abundance, we squandered it.
Look at
You know what I'm
homeboy's
saying?
feet.
Like that nigga got on some motherfucking skates, but they bikes, some little bikes. He got some little bikes on his feet. Damn, that's a whole bicycle for the ankles. Skating on them with a rifle. He coming at you for real. He really
Well,
coming
like
at you. You know what I mean?
even that idea of policing and policing people. All right, we take the history at what they tell us face value here. You know, all this is like in the past 200 years. How in the hell have we managed to get by all this time without all that? Why we need it now? Why we need it in the past 200 years when, you know,
Mm-hmm.
all the natural resources have been harvested? I think it's because they know if we really figured it out and started asking these Rockefeller type people some hard questions, they're in an indefensible position without convincing us that we have to police each other and defend paperwork authority and all these crazy ideas about how we're overpopulating, we can't feed the world, and blah, all this other shit.
Right.
We know
Yeah.
this is the
Like
opposite.
Yep, a narrative is, it's a thing.
Hmm.
Because everybody that's say once worried about anything and was chewing off their fingers about it, this is like, look at you today, huh? Look at you out, you all right, you all right now, huh?
Yeah, and it's amazing that
So,
any of us are here. If we look at history, what our ancestors had to do just to survive, and yet we're here right now, and we're pretty worthless in terms of
People
survival.
need to watch this movie. I should have said this earlier. This movie
yep, you did.
is what computers are doing to people today. In this movie, Entity would travel through the computer lines and the cell phone lines and suck the soul right out of you.
Damn.
And people are committing suicide because you got to see it.
I'm gonna check it, bro. I promise you. Like the grid where it's the two big black spaces. Like I see MF Doom face, and I see that damn Jeeper Creepers face in that picture that you just did.
Jeepers Creepers, where? Oh, right here.
Go back 2 pictures. Yeah, post. Yep.
That's the cover of the movie. It's like an X, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna tap into that.
Oh yeah, that's the guy right there getting pulled in.
Oh, let me zoom. Damn, I couldn't even see that. I just seen it was, it was like the
Those are
lighter
hands.
colors. Yeah, that's a whole person being held by a whole bunch of fucking hands. It looked like TV static to me.
It is.
Until I zoomed in.
Because it's coming through TVs and the computers, and this movie's from 2005. It reminds me of the 90s. But
that shit crazy.
That's what computers are doing to people now. So movies always
they
smack you with the truth.
Facts. They sure do. Like one line on top of another line where you just keep piling the lines up and make a picture.
The truth is fiction.
Clear
right?
picture.
And people think the fiction is truth.
Which makes evil in the world.
They like flipping stuff upside down on people's heads.
Hallelujah.
I mean, just flipping it upside down, yeah.
Look, Charles, that's basically what it is. Say the reflection, say wildlife, it ain't never seen itself like in no little circle reflection, say little mirror. Like you see that motherfucking he go crazy. That's literally his evil side. Like he'd be like, damn, he just trip out. A lot of animals trip out when they see they self. If it they even trip when they notice they self in the surface of a lake.
Yep. That's like
Becoming
the
aware.
Lord of the Rings movie. I think it was part 3 where the Gollum is talking to himself in the water and reflecting his him and his evil side talking. Yep.
Yep. His alter. Yep. Like say where you be thinking, right? Like say if I was just thinking right now and as I thinking I was talking to myself, like I did this before and it was so real, you know what I mean? But I was thinking, then I went to the mirror and I looked in the mirror like, oh, you the motherfucker in my head talking. That's the reflection. Where you be thinking and you can go to a body of water, then that's where your thoughts is like that water. You see yourself wobbling in it, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like that boat I just seen, but it was a submarine. Was that an old ass submarine, bro? Charles?
Oh yeah, I took it down.
That motherfucker looked like a
those were
potato.
like I was looking at 1700s. I was looking for airships because I was reading about some old stuff, and they said that the ancestors said there were people that lived in the clouds, that lived in the sky, and it makes me think about these blimps and how they used helium, and we still do today to fly. Our people back then probably knew that shit too, and they had flying ships that you see. They could go on the water and in the air.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you want to get technical, you can make the damn thing fucking drive on the ground. You want to go.
Mm-hmm.
That would be true.
Yep.
All
Terrain.
conditions. Yeah, all
Yep.
terrain for real.
Mm-hmm. Look, that's like where they talked about on the Alien film. The alien had his blood was so toxic it was acid, and it ate through everything. Like where they even showed it in certain scenes in films. Alien from the past, like the alien spit the acid on the damn doorknob to open it and get up.
Reptile.
Yeah,
Mortal
he'll
Kombat.
use he'll use that acid blood to get through whatever he needed to go through, like a acid
Toasties.
rain. His ass was like a black tear, and whatever he wanted to fall through, he was falling through it. You know what I'm saying?
Like
He
Mortal
was talking.
Kombat. Toasties. When you
Yeah. Look, like you know how they did that? They showed that level for level in Mortal Kombat. You uppercut a motherfucker or slam them, toughen up. Y'all going to the next level. Knock a motherfucker up through the roof.
Look what I found.
Yeah, that's a fucking. Okay, we got an Indian right there.
I found tons of pictures that show Indian tribes of so-called black people.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they don't teach you that in school.
Right. I just screenshotted that picture. Her hair too thick. Like say where I see the Indian, like I see a voodoo doll. You know what I'm saying? Not saying it negative or nothing, like, but yeah, that's what I see. Motherfuckers learn how to play with people and or take what people do and others, you know, manipulate that. It's like playing with a voodoo doll where people torture and poke motherfuckers and all this shit. That ain't nothing but how motherfuckers do the voodoo doll. No, crazy, man. What they say at the top of that there? Red stocking, Aboriginal American woman. Yep. She ringed up too. She got more gold on her neck or whatever that is. Damn. In the end.
Yep. What time is it? 1:13.
Well,
Yeah, I'm
I
about to
think I'm
cook.
about to.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, bro. I'm about to cook some food. I just want to say I appreciate it. It's a good conversation today, bro. I'll catch you on the flip side.
Okay.
All right.
Respect.
Peace in the groove.
Chat. You have a good day, bro.
You too, man. Peace.
Greatest. Yeah, that I appreciate you too, man. That was a nice conversation.
Definitely a dope build.
Man,
People don't always get to hear Mind's Eye, so it's definitely
man,
this is gonna be a dope save.
Respect, bro. Same, same energy. Cause that's why I came up, man. You was right there, and it's a lot more, man. It's a lot more.
Peace, Dean. My fault, Dean. I couldn't see the chat.
Yeah, much love to you, Dean. Dean Kendall in the building. But yeah, man, we gotta break down the universal remote. You know what I'm saying? The cable remote or Kabbalah and all that crap. So yeah,
You know
man,
what?
thank you.
Why does the words always go ka, ba, and then you got ja, ya, all these names for God. Ra. Can't forget Ra.
Don't forget the Pa.
Oh
Papa.
shit. And Ma. Oh shit.
Sa.
The Ah.
Yeah, man, this shit is intricate, man. Backflipping and gymnastics and diamond shining and motherfuckers rhyming straight up. But yeah, man, I'ma jump down here and listen to the rest from the chat, man. But I do appreciate you, man. We'll start this back up, bro, because it's too much that we
Sure.
ain't even touched.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna jump off myself. Go make something to eat. Chill
No
out.
doubt. That's just what I'm about to do, man. Get some good food real
Peace to
fast.
the chat. So
Okay,
he
man.
left. All right,
Okay,
Manzai.
that's where I'm at, bro. I'm in the chat. One love.
All right, man. Peace.
And I'm gonna hit you up too, man. I'm gonna hit you up.
Yeah,
We gotta
what
talk.
pictures did you want? I forgot.
I'll just wait.
Okay.
Mainly I want the one that's on the thumbnail right now. That satellite. You know what I'm saying? I wanna
All right.
point out that because I see the mushroom. But yeah, I'll give you a ring, man. One love, bro.
All right, man. Peace. Peace
Okay.
to the chat. Yeah, peace to the whole chat. There's so many different people. Peace to everybody. Peace to the whole world. Hope y'all have a good day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. I don't think anyone in here has nighttime. Dean's in the morning. He's in Saturday. See, Dean can celebrate Christmas twice. He could celebrate it before us, and then he could celebrate it again when he comes on the live stream. When it'll be Tuesday for him, we'll be celebrating Christmas. But peace, everyone. Well, I don't celebrate Christmas, but the people who do. So peace, cheers, salute. All praises due to Allah, Jesus Christ. Nah, I'm lying. All praises due to my mother and father who gave me life. Birth from the darkness of the womb into the light. I'm out.